Look, you see, I never been one for the games, so you better think twice before you even try to step in my lane. My pen game so lethal with a rupture your veins, then penetrate your thoughts and explode in your brain, and have you shook like Fox got ball every game. And yeah, we on the same court, but we ain't ballin' the same. Oh yeah, I'm that nice, even without the ends. Boy, I'm cold as ice. These rappers need writers for hits, a bunch of poltergeists. I'm nasty. Even if you both, you couldn't pass me. Now give me the torch, but don't gas me. I'm everlasting, so I can't never let them quiet me. I'm the one that's known to beat the odds and put a strain on society.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the S.O.S podcast, Strain on Society, the most honest hour and change of your day. Once a week, we back to you live again at this particular time, on this particular day. My name is Jacques. I'm one of your hosts. This gentleman down below, his name is. He came in with the horizontal and then the vertical. That's what's up. How you feel about y'all? 342 weeks in a row. This gentleman to my right, he goes by the name of.
I am Dion S.O.S professional.
And you know it's real when you say professional and not professional. And we are the S.O.S podcast. Thought I heard something. Cast. Ugh. Hey, look, minute 27, 28 ish.
Good time. It's good times. Good numbers.
Hey, getting it. Yeah. I just realized my shirt washes out in the video.
Yeah. It just looks white.
Yep. I got it. I don't know how to do that. Oh shit. Yeah. Hey, look, you see how rough my hand is?
Nigga.
Got man hands.
Nah, just rough ass hands.
Man hands.
No.
Man work. Man around here. Look at my calluses. I started lifting weights again a while ago, and all my calluses came back.
Yeah. Get some goddamn gloves, man.
Hey, look,
I don't know if gloves help.
Hey, look, no. I need my calluses. My hands didn't feel right without them, really. It really didn't. I was going to pick up things and do things and hurting myself. Like, I used to be tougher than this. And I realized, like, oh, shit, used to have calluses, nigga. Now you don't really have them no more. You got soft.
Your hands, nigga.
Yeah.
Your hands have gotten soft. I mean, it's okay. It's one of those, it's going to be all right things.
Hey, look, no, man. No, it was too much shit making me go owie.
Owie.
Ow. Oof. It was too much of that shit. It's like, nah, your skin ain't conditioned to be, resilient. And then got my shit back together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands.
That sounds like a personal struggle, my nigga. Be honest.
Hey, look, man, I'm proud of my calluses. I don't know what to tell you. And these motherfuckers come in handy. I don't know. Don't shit slip out my hand. They grippy. Don't shit really hurt my hands because they hard to the motherfucker.
Hey,
we here.
Your self-generated friction. Is that what you're proud of?
Yes. Hey, look, I'll be excellent in the campfire. I know what to tell you. I could rake now, and I could be comfortable while raking. I was raking a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, and tore my hands up on the fucking rake. Like, that is some shit that's supposed to happen to me. So now it won't. Thank you, calluses.
Shit, nigga, I gotta go up there and fucking rake. I feel bad being the only person on the block with a tree in front of their house, and then everybody's crib got leaves in front of them. But hey, fuck y'all.
Hey, what you want me to do? Come collect all these motherfuckers? No.
All right, nope.
Hey, look, God's plan.
Yeah, it's God works, not mine.
The Lord wanted you out here with a leaf bag.
Yeah.
Raking and shoveling. Raking and scooping and shoveling and piling and stacking. Home ownership. Shit. That's what's up. Hey, I don't know.
Hey, so how was my week? Hey, nigga. So actually
I'm good about your week.
Hey, I've actually I wasn't even gonna talk about what's in my my title. But
Hey, look, yeah, I know. I saw that shit already. I don't even want to talk about it with you.
hey, but I did a trunk or treat at my kid's school. I did my first trunk or treat um
Oh, shit.
last Friday, and I didn't realize how real it was. I was unprepared. I'll be ready next year. These
Hey,
motherfuckers got me. I ain't gonna lie.
they came with more than just trunk.
Yeah. See, but I had a design. I had a motif and everything. So we got this shark mouth that we put on the top of the trunk, and it's got the shark mouth that goes across the top and the bottom of the trunk, and then take the pins to the headlights, and then attach a little teeth to it. So got that. The teeth got a little blood on it. Now my son goes to Catholic school, so I wasn't, and this is our first year at Catholic school, so I wasn't quite sure exactly how far I could take this. So I erred a little bit on the cautious side.
Hey, kids, you ever seen this movie called Carrie?
And so had that for the decorations. I ended up getting some old jogging pants and just like ripped holes in the side of them, and then got an old hoodie, ripped holes on the side of it, got some fake blood, put it on there, made it look like shark attack. Hey, it's got thing. I'm out here shark bitten with some just old ass clothes with red dye on them, and I got this $30 shark on my trunk that I ordered off of Amazon 2 days before. Man, and I'm doing this all out of the back of a Hyundai Sonata. And these motherfuckers came with pickup trucks. Motherfuckers had whole. These motherfuckers had very much thought this shit out.
How many campers or RVs did you see?
No campers, no RVs,
Oh, no
just a whole
campers, no
bunch of
RVs.
pickup trucks, SUVs, vans. Motherfuckers had all kinds of decorations. One motherfucker had a whole Mario World set up. Nigga had mushrooms. Lady 2 cars down from me had like skeleton dogs and shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna park away from all you motherfuckers. All the motherfuckers with the fancy shit was on one side of the parking lot. I'm in the
Hey,
back. And we in the back. The lady next to me, she just had one of those cardboard cutout things from Amazon. So I'm
mhm.
like, all right, cool, yeah, you park next to me.
Yeah, motherfucker said, "Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and move my car. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm gonna just move my car right. I know I was parked right here. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and drive over there with all this shit on my car right now. Yeah, I'm relocating, bitch.
Nigga, when we pulled in the parking lot, it was about 7 or 8 cars already there. And I could tell by looking at them. Soon as I pulled in the parking lot, I'm like, yep, I'm going to the back. Y'all can be in the front. I'm gonna be in the candy project. I'm gonna be in the trunk or treat projects.
I know my speed.
Yeah,
That's for the all stars up there in the front on the line, right?
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
See, but the kids gave me props as they came by. They're like, "Oh, what happened to your clothes?" I said, "Got bit by a shark." One of the little kids punched a shark in the mouth. I don't think he just. I think he might have just wanted to hit my car. But
Hey,
also,
look,
I
hey, look,
appreciate him defending me and punching this little shark in the mouth.
hey, look, fam. That's my fender. G, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But, kids gave props for the design and for the continuation with the shark bite. Also, I felt like I had this is our first year trunk or treat. Felt like I had to represent. I didn't want my kid to be the son of one of those one candy per kid parents, and it cost me in the long run.
Hey, you ran out.
Oh, I ran out twice.
You had to run to the store.
Yeah, I ran to the store. I ran to the Dollar Tree
Motherfucker had to send out for reinforcements at the.
twice. And the fucked up part is I came prepared. I thought I came prepared. I'm like, yo, I got the 270-piece bag right here. I got the other 200-piece bag right here. We go we got this is about 450, 460, 470 pieces of candy. We could do to a kid. Ain't gonna be no goddamn 250 kids.
358.
Man, the trunk or treat started at 5. When I got there and seeing what these other motherfuckers was pulling out, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to run to the store.
Motherfucker said, "Hey, look, I saw you already, didn't I?"
Man,
No, man. You ain't supposed to come back 3 times. Oh no, they actually do. No, they just keep coming around. Yeah, they keep coming around. What do you mean?
but
They keep coming around? Yeah. Just come around over and over again. You just
yeah,
keep
yeah,
coming.
nah, that's just fucking greedy ass kids. But for the most part, it was just one go around. There wasn't too many repeats
No
that I
repeat.
remember. And I know exactly how much I paid for this goddamn candy. So I remember all the costumes, all the faces. I interact with each kid that came back just so I can make sure that I remember.
Candy is
Like,
definitely.
oh, look at you. You're Bluey. Oh, you're Bluey's little sister. What's Bluey's name? Well, Bingo. Yeah, you're Bingo. I made sure to build that bond so that I could remember the costume. So the motherfuckers try to come around twice. I could be like, okay, yeah.
This
I've
motherfucker
seen 3 different Blueys, and you're one of the 3 that I've already seen.
making impression points on costumes. Uh.
Hey, when I see these motherfuckers coming up, these niggas got boxes and boxes and boxes of candy.
Hey,
And,
look,
and I'm here I am
you
with
know how you
my 3
lose.
little bags. I'm like, yeah, nah, I gotta make this shit last.
You know how you lose cool points that you just garnered by being heavy handed on the candy the first go round by being
What
extra remembery about
I see,
about
but I
motherfucking
did it. I,
costumes and shit.
I did it. I did it in a natural way so that it comes off as me interacting with the kids and not me taking mental notes on who the fuck I'm giving these goddamn who just got this Kit Kat in his Whoppers.
Every kid walked away knowing you just interviewed them. Like, wait a minute, he do too much.
Hey, you know what I noticed? That we, as this generation of TV raised people, like we take a bunch of comedy tropes and we make them into real people.
Hey,
Like we take exaggerations of a person that was never meant to be a real motherfucker, and we turn them into real people. That
and
shit's
look,
crazy.
some of us become some of the motherfuckers.
Yeah, same
Hey,
difference.
yep.
Semantic motherfucker.
No, I'm agreeing with you and going on with your point. G, like yes,
But yeah,
like
that shit crazy as hell. Uh, like take for instance, I was just explaining to a motherfucker about water the other day, and motherfuckers were like, "I hate when a motherfucker take water and then don't drink it all." I'm like, "Well, they drink that motherfucker wasted. What was your access to it gonna be like post?"
wasn't gonna be nothing to it once they cracked it. It was over with for that water.
It's over
However,
with for that water.
I do understand the umbrance motherfuckers take with wastefulness.
So did the Gestapo.
Hey, look, okay, they was right about some shit.
Hey, I'm not that mad at an undrank bottle. I'm just mad when there's more half open bottles than people around. So that means some asshole then cracked over 2 bottles and didn't finish either one of them.
Hey, look, most likely it's a bunch of assholes that did that. That's why
Mm,
it's 12 people and 14 unopened half open half drink bottles laying around that motherfucker, and then 8 people standing there with a new bottle in their hand.
yeah, I'd be guilty. I'd be guilty. Matter of fact, shit, I got a half drunk goddamn bottle of water right now somewhere. That's another thing. I be forgetting I carry my bottle of water around.
Hey,
And when I get thirsty, I get thirsty.
I tell the
I
label all
freeze
the time.
them. I freeze them and feed them back to the guests when they come back.
Ain't no
Mm,
way in hell. Ain't no way in hell.
uh,
I'm trusting. Ain't no way in hell. I'm trusting your catalog and indexing ability.
You
No.
shouldn't, because it's just one amalgam bowl. So I would never dedicate that much brain power. It's just one amalgamed bowl of everybody's saliva that I stay away from, and I feed it back to all of them.
This nigga got a visitor's ice tray.
Motherfucker got a ladle with a bowl.
You know why? You know why? Because I'm confident that every single person does that shit. So that I take no prisoners.
And let's say right
so I
now,
don't have to figure out which guest coming over who done that in my house before. I'm sure everybody has. So yeah, take some of that ice.
Though you assume that they've already been guilty of this crime.
hey, look.
Yeah, precog.
That's why motherfuckers be drinking this shit room temperature all the time. That and I worked in the cafeteria.
You know what this nigga does not use?
One day.
Hey, you know what this nigga does not drink? Cold fucking water.
Hey, it used to be I didn't get ice because you get more pop that way. But but then I worked in the lunchroom and we had to refill the ice machine in the pop machine. And let's just say there was an ice bucket. Like there's a bucket we would use to walk to the front and dump ice in there. And one day I realized, like, wait a minute, the bucket was just sitting there.
Anybody could have done anything to this bucket at any point in time.
Do everybody know this is the bucket we use for the? Like, are they absolutely positive that nobody be like freelancing with the bucket?
Hey,
like I just need it for a minute.
Right. I got to mop the flow real quick.
It's fucked up when you work at a restaurant that got buckets. So it might be a pickle bucket, a lettuce bucket.
You don't know what that bucket's previous experience is.
Man, like a motherfucker. Your high C don't taste right. You don't know why.
Hey, that's how you discover new shit, though. That's how you discover new shit. Because ain't nobody gonna make no pickle ice until one day you transfer ice from the ice machine to the pop machine in a pickle bucket, and your motherfucking Pepsi is fire. You like,
hey, look, this shit is great.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. A pickle in a Coke might be Pepsi might be incredible. I look.
I don't know why that just makes me uncomfortable.
No, but at no point can Pepsi make a pickle flavored cola. I don't give a fuck what it tastes like. As soon as I see pickle flavored on the can, I'm not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, look. Like you can't make a mint flavored pickle, but you could put a mint in the pickle in a minute, and it'd be amazing. Apparently, I've never actually had it, but I've seen it enough times to know, like, why isn't that a combination? And then you realize, like, nah, you can't make it a combination. You can't have a mint flavored pickle.
I pressed that button 30 minutes ago.
What, to go off or come on?
I don't know why that just sounded odd. But yeah, to cut the camera off.
Hey, man.
Pickle in my Pepsi, man, is way past all right. I'm trying to not know Diddy anymore. I think I've outgrown the no homo pause game. It's just, yeah. I was always never a fan of it, but it became humorous. But it's no longer humorous. I'm starting to be a social justice warrior, and the ethics of shit is starting to bother me. Like when you start thinking about shit. Did y'all see me post about the horde aliens? I solved it.
I didn't. The what aliens?
Horde aliens. Remember a couple weeks ago, I said the actuality of invasion horde alien, berserker invasion horde aliens. It started to get a little comical if you really think about it. Like the Predators. Like if you think about the Predators, they're on a spaceship, right? I know they're humanoid figures, but you would have to think of like 5-year-old predators, little predators in predator school, doing like little predator shit. Like if you think about the actuality of predatoring, if you think about the actuality of aliens and horde berserker aliens, like the ones that Thanos brought, like you would have to think of a 3-year-old version of that, a 2-year-old version of that, but with the specificity to conquer space travel. So they've progressed evolutionarily to the point of conquering faster than light travel, but they're still horde berserker aliens, like naked horde berserker aliens.
Makes you
That
think
just
that this
doesn't gel.
space.
Those two ethics just don't gel, in my opinion.
Hey, look, man. Wherever you go, the chessboard is a chessboard. It go from king to pawn everywhere.
Yeah, like I said, it still wouldn't make sense. I was thinking more of autonomous beings, and again, you would pubescent, prepubescent, toddler. That just is comical, in my opinion. If you think about a fucking horde berserker alien,
I thought
pubescent horde berserker alien.
I cooked with that one. I thought I cooked with
Huh?
that one. I thought I cooked with that one. I thought that was a mic drop.
The
Close.
pawn.
The chessboard from the king to the pawn.
Close.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I cracked that code. Biological implement of a higher species. A biological test tube baby. And once I thought about that, I was so disappointed that it was just that simple. Like a biological weapon from a higher species. It's just that simple. The actual fucking what's their names? What's their names? In Alien, the humanoids that's supposed to invented us.
In Alien?
The creators or some shit. They got a name, nigga. The big humanoids that was they have advanced in the Alien franchise to the point where they're telling you where these motherfucking things have come from.
Hey, look, I have not been keeping up with my alien lore.
Yeah, these motherfucking big ass humanoid creators. Like about 7 motherfucking Prometheus. That was the one. Prometheus.
Last thing I got from Alien is the chick with the knife doing that thing with her hand.
Jacking off somebody.
Yeah, she had a big ass gun. That was Alien. And she had a big ass gun. And then Sigourney Weaver was a warrior suit and fucking up a pregnant alien. And then she had an alien baby at a point. But then I'm done. I was done with Alien as a franchise.
As a franchise, the labeling as a motherfucking crew.
Yeah, pretty much. I now understand full well that they got like 47 aliens. Made an Aliens TV show that I don't know if it was really like aliens or like you ain't from here, aliens. Because they, TV in the 90s used to be a little preachy.
Yeah.
That show felt like it was less about intergalactic travel and
more about securing these borders.
Securing our border.
Like a subversive Mexican plot. Covert It seems like a covert Mexican complaint.
Yeah. Hey, look, some of the aliens definitely had a certain accents.
Motherfuckers always had waters on their back.
I'm saying. Certain accents had certain, capacities, whether domestic or otherwise. It's not my fault for noticing it. It's the show's fault for creating it.
Hey, are we finna Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Earth Girls Are Easy?
I mean, if you want to.
I think we should.
I don't know.
I think we fucking should. I think we should turn every fucking alien movie from this point forth into a geopolitical tirade by some disenfranchised director. I mean, because we could start with the one with John Travolta and Forrest Whitaker.
John Travolta and Forrest Whitaker.
Nigga, you don't remember that shit? Where you find out the whole battle was only 9 minutes long. Like they took over Earth, and then they had basically a Planet of the Apes style invasion, but it was actual aliens, and they had took over Earth, and it had been so long past since that the Earthlings had devolved essentially back to cave people.
Ooh.
Y'all know this movie, I guarantee you. John Travolta and fucking Forrest Whitaker was the two main aliens.
Oh, they were aliens?
Nigga, they were 7-foot aliens, and they had took over Earth, and they was forcing the Earthlings to mine all the gold. Why did intergalactic invaders need gold? Who the
Need
fuck
currency.
knows? But
the purpose.
But they were
Personality
forcing them motherfucker. Battlefield Earth. Y'all don't remember Battlefield Earth?
I remember
That name don't sound familiar to y'all.
I remember it being a video game. I don't remember playing it or watching it though.
Yeah, no, Forrest Whitaker, John Travolta, Battlefield Earth, and they kept calling the fucking, and then they kept calling the motherfucking humans rat eaters, because they would, what they was doing was monitoring motherfuckers, but not very well, and so they had threw motherfuckers in a hole with no food, and because they were trying to figure out what humans ate, and then the niggas start eating rats because they was fucking starving. So like, oh, that's their food, rats.
Rats. Oh,
start calling them out. So they identified them as rat eaters as a species. That was their name for them, rat eaters. How the fuck did they know what a rat was the question I had. But, you know, it was a lot of inconsistencies in the movie.
I mean, you know what a rat is, but you don't know I prefer a cow.
Right. But yeah, Battlefield Earth. And I think we could find some Mexicans out of that.
Yeah. I don't think it would be that hard.
Especially with the whole Pancho Villa gold thing. You know, the Pancho Villa and the gold parallels, and what the fuck was that other nigga name?
Magellan.
This was my favorite fucking esoteric reference since I was like 15 years old, because the nigga was a character in DuckTales. Gold. The nigga was fucking the dog who's like 900 years old. He was steady looking for gold, and he got screwed in the fucking Scottish nigga into it. Well, that's a Mexican proverb. El Dorado. The nigga from El Dorado. What the fuck was that nigga name?
Not Magellan.
Not Magellan. The nigga who went crazy looking for gold in El Dorado, the city of El Dorado.
Pedro something?
It's some Mexican.
I feel like he was the subject of the game Uncharted. And that just
probably it's the subject of a lot of shit. It's the subject of fucking like one of them Tomb Raiders too. But I remember it specifically from DuckTales. Because that, speaking of fucking conversations we had before we got on, that shit you had to pay attention to, because that plot line only happened certain points throughout the seasons, and you had to connect those episodes to figure out what the fuck was even going on.
This why Scrooge don't like this nigga. Did I freeze?
No, I'm frozen on my phone because my shit is going, but remember, I'm plugged up. I can keep going. Pause. Oh, okay. See, you see how hard it is to quit?
I know. No, it's like knocking over a refrigerator. No, on the first push. You gotta, get some momentum going.
Now you make me want to knock over a refrigerator, because I don't think it would take me 2 times to knock over a refrigerator.
I mean, if you try to knock it over on the first attempt, like in a competition based situation, then yeah, you could probably get it over in one. But if you're trying to knock it over for like work purposes, because you just need to get this motherfucker horizontal purposes, might take you a couple.
Hey, I seen a motherfucker do that. What the fuck is that shit where you take one plate? You take like an odd number of absurd number of weights, and then you lift it one time, and you take them motherfuckers off, and you lift it 2 times, and you take them motherfuckers off, and you lift it 3 times. What is that shit called?
Pyramids.
That's not it, but whatever. Pyramids. I seen a nigga do that shit. I seen a nigga do that shit last night with 700 pounds.
Well, exercise.
And at that point, I was like, you know what? This shit ain't worth it. I'm just always carry my firearm with me.
What exercise was he doing?
The one that I just described to you, and asked you what the name of it that you said was pyramid.
You said lift it and take it off. I mean, how was he lifting?
I said bench pressing, where you take 10 weights, an absurd number of weights, and you lift it one time.
Didn't hit the bench press part. I
And
heard.
then you take the weights off, and then you lift it 2 times, and then you take the weights off, and then you.
I got you. I just didn't know the exercise
You named it the pyramid, nigga. I thought you heard everything was going on.
The act is the pyramid. You could do that with any number of exercises, though. Like a squat and do pyramids, leg extensions.
You know, I've heard it called something else, dead something. But yeah,
some of them call it drop. Some people call it drop sets.
Drop sets. That's the one I heard.
Yeah.
Drop set. Yeah, I seen it do that with 700 pounds.
You do a whole set though, like you'll do 10, drop the weight, and then do like 8, drop the weight. Well,
that's what he was doing.
Yeah,
that's what he did with 700 pounds, and it just wasn't right, brother. It just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. See, because when he lifted the 700 pounds a second time, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, you don't got to do that no more, sir. The third and the fourth and the fifth time.
I got another one in me. Wait a minute.
Hey, when he did it the 5th and the 6th time, I'm like, oh, this nigga looking for a PR. All right, cool. When he did it the 10th time and them niggas snatched the waist off, and then he did that shit, which was like 640.
Tuesday for this motherfucker.
620. Nigga, when your second set is 620 with no rest, no, nigga, it should no. And you talking to a nigga who regularly tests his feats of strength.
He is every bit of what Ben Affleck was trying to be when he was Batman.
Nigga, no. Nigga, no.
Nigga, are you fighting Superman next week?
Because that was some unbelievable shit. That motherfucker, he was like, hey, I'm gonna get in shape real quick.
Hey, the fact this nigga decided that the fact that he was fit to go fight Superman and his thought was exercise. No, nigga. Let you know exactly how fucking outmanned he is. This nigga, he can fly. Something about them 45s ain't gonna help you.
How you designing the workout? Yeah, I'm gonna get some calisthenics in on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Right, like nigga, why you gotta get your
I'm gonna do some boxing, schedule a couple, sparring sessions with some. Like, what are you? How are you preparing for Superman? Jeez.
Like, hey, there's no amount of burpees that you gonna do that's gonna come back and laser out of my eyes. So
no amount of heavy bag work you gonna be able to put in. Like, yeah, I think I'm there. Got it together. It's like, no, I don't give a fuck how heavy the heavy bag is. It's Superman. G, what the.
Like the nigga flew to the battle. He flew to the fight. Like not in the helicopter like you did.
Do you think there could be one definitive
in his pajamas? You got a whole suit. You wearing a tank, essentially. That you had to train to wear.
You think it could be one definitive superhero?
I mean, it should be. And
out of all across all platforms, across all brands.
I think
if you had to pick one at the top, who would it be?
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Richards could kick Jean Grey ass.
Who?
Nathaniel Richards could kick Jean Grey ass.
Look, not the Phoenix Jean Grey.
Yes, he can. He's done it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nathaniel Richards created a motherfucking universe in his bedroom and went in the universe and created everybody in that universe, including Jean Grey.
Hey. And when she found out and broke the spell, did she incinerate that motherfucker?
I don't know. She may have. She's a powerful motherfucker too. But I don't think she's
saying. I'm just saying. Motherfucker win for a minute. But then when you recover, when Jean Grey do this, it's over with for you, G. When she shake it off like Hulk Hogan, when she start hulking up, when she get her Ultimate Warrior on.
Yeah, that should be situational. Any comic book hero could kill any comic book hero in any given moment.
Situation, I'm taking Batman.
No, I'm not taking a nigga with AAA.
I'm never.
Fuck you.
I'm never taking a nigga.
Batman. I'm not taking Iron Man.
I'm never taking a nigga with keys.
Right.
Never.
I'm never taking a nigga with keys.
Like,
Because you need
right.
pockets. You need pockets. Superman don't need no pockets, nigga. You need fucking pockets because you got a key to a vehicle in this motherfucker. Either that or you need a fucking what the fuck is them shits called you keep around your motherfucking neck? A lariat.
Yeah, a lanyard.
A lanyard. Yeah, you need a fucking lanyard, nigga. Batman. There's one thing. Hey, that's one thing we ain't never really talked about.
Captain America cannot sit up there with a lanyard, like swiping his way through.
Damn, Batman has a lanyard, and at some point, either the first time he Batman or the third time he Batman, he had to solve jingling keys on his smoke disappearing thing. Like that was a thing in fucking Batman. Like they just glanced over it, but you know he had to press that.
He clipped it to his belt. Hey, look. Batman Begins.
I didn't say it was a difficult problem.
Batman Begins. Them shits was suspenders. And he was like, nah.
Hey, I didn't say it was a difficult problem to solve, but I just know he had to solve a key jingle problem at some point.
See, it was something that he had to figure out.
Fam, he didn't think about dog bites in his first iteration of Suit. So you know he wasn't thinking about the acoustics of keys in his pocket.
Hey, just here.
Hey, you know what would be even worse? If it's just one key. That would be even worse if it's just one key and Batman got to tuck it in his motherfucking cowl like a bra. Just that one key he had to keep up with. I bet you Batman lost that key the very first outing. Like Alfred had to come tow the motherfucking Batman. That nigga lost.
Can you come pick me up?
Batmobile waiting on Alfred to pull up.
Alfred, can we put like a fob in a watch or something? I'm fucking tired of keeping up with this key. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm out here fighting and shit. And I hear this fucking thing hit the ground. Like, you know how, like, you out somewhere and something fall out your pocket and you think it rolled down your leg, but you're not sure. Like, I kind of was like, yeah, I think I felt something. I was punching the Joker in the shit. And then I just let it go. And then, like, when the fuck I got back to the car, I patted my shit. And I didn't have a fucking key. And now I'm sitting out here waiting on you to come fucking tell. We got to figure something the fuck out.
Alfred, can you find my spare? Sitting in the road next to my socks.
Alfred, I lost the key again.
If you don't find it, then check my check the console about him in the back cave. Yeah.
God damn it, keys. I'm ready to go. God damn it, where the fuck is my key?
Hey, motherfucker just walking by. Is that Batman? Hey, is that Batman? Hey, it's Batman.
Hey, Batman sitting on the hood. Hey, you think Batman was sitting on the hood of his key waiting on AAA, or he would hide in the alley and just pop out when
yeah, he's definitely.
Hey, look.
Hey, the nigga sitting on the balcony on the 7th floor waiting on AAA.
Because not even Batman is gonna fuck with the tow truck driver that's gonna drive right past your shit because you wasn't at the car. I ain't seen the vehicle, so I just left.
Batman on the road. God damn it.
I can come back. But it's gonna be another 3 hours.
They got to throw a goddamn batarang at the goddamn tow truck, and now the tow truck need a tow truck. So they both just sitting up there on the balcony.
I'm 30 stories up. You never came. You're lying. I saw you come. Saw what neighborhood I was in, and you turned around. You're fucking lying. 30 stories up. I'm on the ledge. I'm looking at you.
Hey, look. Nope. Check your windshield. Check your windshield. Sorry, we missed you.
I was outside of Gotham General, and you fucking got scared, and you didn't even come. I'm fucking on the ledge. I'm looking at you.
Hey, look, he definitely gonna come when Batman got a piss.
I imagine this nigga calling in after his tow truck ain't came at the lot of time.
No, you don't even give
Operator.
the tow truck nigga number, so you can call and
Ex-
check on him. Yeah,
I was in the bathroom for 2 seconds. What the fuck?
that motherfucker.
How'd you
All
get
right,
here
hey,
that fast and leave his note on my windshield?
You see why this goddamn show be 9 hours long?
So yeah, Truck or
Hey,
Treat was actually fun at the motherfucker.
hey, look. Knowing that, I think I pick on Batman the most because I could actually be Batman with a little applied effort. He's the one that you could aspire, you could attain.
Yeah, because
You could attain Batman. You might not have enough money to be fucking Iron Man, but you definitely got some access to rubber and some tights, G. You
This
might not know
nigga-
how to build titanium suits, but some stockings, my nigga, come on, you can do those.
This nigga is living the B plot to the Dark Knight. Nigga, they visited that people thinking that they could be Batman. They showed you why that's implausible. I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Look, I wouldn't wear hockey pads neither. I'm just saying.
They showed you why the billionaire is the most important aspect of Batman.
Hey, look. It's some of that shit that, hey, look, I can't get all of it. You couldn't get all of it, but a lot of that shit you can do yourself.
yeah,
I
and
saw
all,
I saw
and
Michael from the Burn Notice put some phone books in his Explorer, and it was bulletproof at that point. Like, you can fit, you can work your way through it.
and also, I want to add that I think when the Dark Knight like 3 days after fucking Batman Begins. So this nigga saw Batman existed on Monday, and Thursday he thought he was gonna go out there and do this shit.
Hey, look, was it really that fat? He did hand on the card like, hey, look into this shit. It's been more than a couple months. Like, you ain't have a lot of time to piece together what he had on. You heard a lot of rumors.
But hey, I feel like a good 9-10 years of trading, 10 years of 8 hour a day. Yeah, all right. So yeah, you're gonna need a lot of money because you got to dedicate yourself 10-12 hours a day of kung fu training,
Hey, look, man.
and you still got to pay your internet bill.
If you would have stuck with karate class, past 9, you might have been something. I'm just saying, might have been something. Jackie Chan's a thing.
And Batman didn't really start Batman. Didn't start training to be Batman till that nigga was like 18 or some shit.
20s, I don't know. He was old than a motherfucker
He
before
was a
he
late
was like,
bloomer.
you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna move away. Like, if I were to just throw myself into it at 42, I mean, I probably have to like wake up later in some mornings because my knee hurt or some shit. But I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I can attain Batman.
Hey, Oliver
Hit
McQueen
him.
was only on the island for 3 years, and he got real good at that fighting shit.
He was. I do him and I can do Ant-Man. I think I can like figure out the suit. He doesn't seem to be particularly skilled any other way. I snuck into places before. Did you know me in 8th grade? Come on now.
I feel like Ant-Man. See, Ant-Man got to worry about his battery. I might be the asshole to forget to charge my suit and get stuck either being really, really short or really, really tall.
I think Squirrel Girl is the most attainable.
Who?
I think Squirrel Girl is the most attainable. You ain't really got to win no fights. All you got to do is make friends with a bunch of squirrels.
They do all the work for you.
I don't know. I think that might be a tougher feat than becoming Batman.
Hey, she the only one beat Thanos in the head up fight.
Yeah, she did.
Hey, you saw her in the Suicide Squad, didn't you? Well, no, that was Rat Girl.
That was Rat Girl.
Hey, look. I don't know. I think maybe they about just as fierce as each other. She survived to the end.
Was scared of Rat Girl than
She
Squirrel
survived
Girl.
to the end. So I mean, I'm just saying.
Intrinsically.
The woodland creatures, rodent level, they come in handy.
Clint Barton is probably the closest to attainable.
Nah. I'm made aware of my prowess. I every day I do waste paper basket games. Every
What that
day.
got to do with archery though?
Hey, look, I don't know. I just know that every day this motherfucking paper ball don't always go where I had told it to go.
You ain't seen that nigga at nan fucking pickup game, nigga.
Hey, look, but I don't want to fuck
I
with
ain't
him.
seen
I saw he could do a quarter.
no 2-on-2s.
Hey, you think Hawkeye got a jump shot?
Hey,
No.
look, did you see him with the quarter? He was shooting that motherfucker around the room. He was playing the VCR and shit. Like,
You don't think you can do that after about 20 tries?
no.
So look, here's a
seen
story.
Perfect. I seen Dude Perfect waste 7 hours of a Saturday.
So here's a
cards.
story. I was at a warehouse one day, and motherfuckers was talking about how this nigga, it was legendary. This motherfucker was so cold-blooded that he could pick up a dime with the forklift. All right. So I had a motherfucker show me. He did it 50 times, couldn't pick up the dime with the forklift. I did that one time, picked it up, and fucking quit. Right then and there, retired. Hey, you know how many times my homie, I swear to God, my homie, he's 6'4", he's 6'4", skinny nigga, hooping ass nigga, had a fucking scholarship for hooping. We at SIU, we like 19, 20 years old. We play a game of horse. Just one game. I whips his ass. And I have yet to play that nigga again in 23 years. I would, as a matter of fact, that was my fucking toast to this nigga at his wedding 5 years ago. I said, I got one up on everybody in this motherfucking room. I whipped that nigga in a game of basketball 100% of the time that we played. And the nigga was mad as a motherfucker. All you hear coming out the back of the wedding is, motherfucker, we only played one time. Hey. The details are immaterial, sir. 100% of the time, I whipped your ass.
These niggas can rap really well, but I ain't lied yet.
But yeah, I think Clint Barton is the closest to attainable for the everyday Joe. I think that's the whole point of Clint Barton, is for white people to feel like
they can do it.
They could do it. You know what? We talking about the superhero shit. You know what was funny? And I just thought about this shit. I can't recall Xena getting any ire about the motherfucking physics of those shoppers. But we be on motherfucking Captain America's ass. I think that may be the one time where a woman gets the benefit of the doubt, I guess. I don't know how to phrase that. Like, we usually hard on women. In that one respect, goddammit, we ain't said shit to this bitch about them bouncing ass shoppers. But Captain America bounced that motherfucking shield off one tree.
I mean, because it's stronger than the tree. Why don't it just go through the tree?
See? You see how we question that nigga?
I mean, because you should question them. It should go through the tree. It go through everything else it want to go through when it's supposed to go through something. But then when he wanted to bounce off some shit, it bounced right the fuck off. But then it gets stuck in shit all the time.
Because he throws it with different intensities.
Yeah.
To achieve a particular goal.
I'm gonna throw this razor's edge shit to bounce and also to go through. Come on, man.
Captain America's bullshit. Hey, so to counter this argument, I think there's a point at which I could pitch and you could catch an egg, an unboiled raw egg. But there's a point at which both of us could exert too much force on that motherfucker, where I couldn't get it out of my hand and you also wouldn't be able to catch it without it cracking. That's the caveat. So do you understand how that shield at that point could be thrown at different intensities?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Captain America's bullshit.
I'm not giving that cracker that credit. He's not that smart. The cracker's not that smart. But yeah.
I mean, I just don't. I don't get Captain America. He's just like what 100 motherfuckers, 200 motherfuckers. Like he keep up with super. How you fighting Thor, Captain America? How? You had a problem with the motherfucker with alopecia. That was your nemesis. But Thor, you could hang with. You fucking up Loki. Loki's a god. You're just good at flips and frisbee. You're a hippie without the weed. Like
You call that nigga a really strong gymnast?
you will parallel bars was your shit. Fuck you, Cap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like Cap. I didn't know I didn't like Cap like that till just right now. I don't like how you keep up with Black Panther in Infinity Wars.
Yeah,
like
the fact that he's that close in the foot fight is absurd. I mean,
in the race.
Yeah.
When the fuck did you get this fast? And Black Panther was doing his speed shit. He was running. He was quick running. He was hot footing it. You just man. Come on, man.
So the white man is able to keep up with the black man that ingested the magical vibranium laced herb.
I mean, I know he had just got his powers at the time, but I saw that motherfucker have an issue with a 1938 cab. Took him a minute. He had his speed. He got faster. I don't like Captain America, man. I don't fuck with Cap. He should have never beat Spider-Man. He should have never beat Spider-Man. How the fuck did he beat Spider-Man? It's Spider-Man. Yeah, I know you can fight. You good at fighting for some odd ass reason. Who trained this nigga? He just got muscles and then was able to fight well.
Had muscles and had time.
Fuck out of here, Cap. Best thing you came out of the lab.
I think that shit is reductive.
What Tony said.
Because he didn't just be able to fight well. He was given superhuman strength. So you don't really have to know how to fight at that point. Like shit will seem miraculous at that point.
Spider-Man is 1,000 times stronger than him. How that work? Spider-Man will pluck the arms off this motherfucker, but they was head up.
Because that nigga,
he won.
He's altruistic.
Ain't they both altruistic though?
Exactly.
So shouldn't he have lost?
No, that nigga fucking evened the playing field. He only went to whatever power level that nigga could ascertain.
But both of them should have done that though. There's nothing that Captain America.
Hey,
took Bucky's arm and was like, "Ooh, look."
Hey, bud. Only one person can lower their power to make it even, bud.
No. The stronger one can also not want to kill the weaker one, and the weaker one could say, "I'm going to be altruistic and not try to kill you, but I don't know you stronger, so I'm going to take speed off my fastball, even though I don't need to." That's what happened.
Neither one of them died. Only one of them. Neither one of them died. Only one of them won. All I'm saying is that
he didn't have to kill Bucky to catch that motherfucker fist and look at it as though he were talking to a toddler. It wasn't even a sweat. What the fuck is it? But Bucky, when he was fighting Captain America a movie and a half ago, was blow for blow.
That arm ain't strong, nigga. It's just a run flat.
They were equally as strong. And Spider-Man took this motherfucker's vibranium arm and was like, eh.
Because vibranium ain't doesn't make things stronger, nigga. It's tensile strength.
Hey man, when he caught that shield, it looked strong to me. when he was fucking up and he was beating the shit out of Captain America in the movie on the helicarrier, whatever the fuck they call it. It looked strong to me.
That's
That
tensile
was his
strength.
strong arm. That he wasn't calling that his weak arm. He don't grab
It's
a strong
comparative.
arm. He poked that silver motherfucker out.
That's subjective. It's comparatively his strong arm compared to his human arm.
Huh?
That don't mean the arm is strong. That motherfucker he might be only able to lift 10 pounds with
We're
one and 20 with the other.
comparing it to the human arm.
But it doesn't comparatively make it strong. One could
It's
lift 10
stronger
pounds.
than the human arm.
One could lift 10 pounds and the other one could max out at 20 pounds. That doesn't make them strong. It's a false equivalency of what you're doing, what you're saying. You're saying a vibranium arm inherently makes it strong because it's vibranium. That's what you're implying. It doesn't. It makes the tensile strength of the arm itself strong. Not the ability to lift things with the arm just because it's made out of vibranium. Vibranium just makes it indestructible, not stronger.
Okay. All right, cool. The vibranium makes it more durable, but he still has the same strength. Okay, great. Either way, he ragdolled him. This is the motherfucking equivalent of Captain America. He had
back to the point of he
Captain
lowered
America.
his power level to make them equal.
Why would Spider-Man lose, though?
Because two equal fighters, if one is more skilled, one will lose.
Man, Joe, again.
Fam, if I got a machine gun, but I don't pull it out and
ragdolled a Winter Soldier. Ragdolled that motherfucker. Him and the Falcon.
That's a bad guy and a good guy. He has no reason to be altruistic to the Winter Soldier, but a person on his team
wasn't on his team. His job was to stop that guy. He could have used
Bucky
the force necessary. He could have. Bucky and Captain America were on the same team at that point. He was not. He was no longer the villain, but however,
he was a villain.
Let me finish. He was tasked with the job of stopping Captain America. He didn't have to kill him to stop him. He could have just webbed him up and stuck him up on the tarmac, just like he had just did Bucky without breaking a fucking sweat.
I just told you why. Because Bucky was a villain, so he didn't lower his power level. Cap was a hero, so he gave him the courtesy of being equally matched. I just explained to you why.
I'm gonna let your punches hurt me worse than they need to.
Yes, that's what altruism is, man.
I'm gonna let your punch hurt me. As opposed to you punch me, but I'm not gonna let you hurt me with the punch.
That's what altruism is. That's what even playing field is. The ability to. That's why people tie hands behind their back when they're super strong.
I might knock the steam off my punches when I'm training somebody.
People will tie their hand behind their back.
I'm now going to become affected because I'm training them. That doesn't do anything.
Am I really explaining handicap to you?
What are you talking about?
Am I really explaining handicap to you?
I'm working with 2-year-olds, and so now I altruistically took my power level down to a 2-year-old level. He tapped me, I'm out.
Am I really explaining handicap to you right now? And the point of a handicap in sports competitions.
I don't get how that's applicable.
Okay.
In this situation.
See, and this is a good place to agree to disagree.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. I don't know. The professional, you could chime in if you want to. I mean, we talking about comic book lore shit. I mean,
I do feel like, yes, Spider-Man was not fighting Cap as hard as he could have. Like, that goes without saying, because he had some kind of respect for Cap.
You got your mic up.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, he did go light on Cap, but still not fair that he lost to Captain America. But when you going light, and Cap was a way better fighter, so yeah, all right, checks out. Also, fuck Batman.
Fuck Batman. We got topics.
Deion Cole is the Black Seinfeld.
We got topics. So, a lot of shit happened in the
do that.
news. Um, you want to get to the serious shit real quick, and then we can go back to some more irreverent stuff.
All right.
All right. So since we last had a show, some news happened with a Chicago entertainer. Goes by the name of Little Dirt. He was caught up in a murder for hire plot charge over the past week, in connection with the shooting, I think, death of Quando Rondo's cousin or brother and one other gentleman. Um, yeah, he was swept up into that. Apparently, one of his associates had been working with the law enforcement agencies and let them know exactly whom they should be looking for in terms of Lil Durk. But yeah, so Lil Durk got arrested for a murder for hire plot. They ain't looking too good for him right now. Y'all got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, it's bad business when your peoples is wearing wires on you, and yeah, it's just fucked up for him. He was out. He was out the game.
Out the game.
Yeah, he was at the point where he was rich enough to be away from all the bullshit. But shit happened, and he got pulled back.
The original purpose for money was to war.
Say that again.
The original purpose for money was to war.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily agree that he was out of the game. Simply because he was rich.
I mean, if he was of the mindset of trying to get rich in order to get away from the bullshit, then he was out the game.
I don't think that's what his goal was.
You said what?
I don't think that was his aim was.
Well, then if
You
that
can
was
tell
the case,
from his lyrics that wasn't his goal.
mm. Well, then if his goal was to get rich so that they can win all these wars, then yeah,
I don't think that was his aim either. I think it never left his modus operandi. But I don't think any of that was his aim. I don't think he was aiming to get into a losing battle with a Louisiana rapper and having to put money on an incidental person in the. I don't think that was his aim ever. But I'm instituting that the original purpose of money was for situations like this, if ever it come. The reason you sleep on the side of the bed closest to the door is in case an intruder come. That don't mean that you're hankering for an intruder to come and attack you.
Is be prepared in case said thing does happen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm past that point in my life. I thought he may have been hitting that trajectory. This was an aha moment that the feelings that I felt about me not being so sure about his benevolence, I think this was the aha moment. Because I was always on the fence if he was actually attempting to change. I understand it's an everyday feat, but I never got the impression that he was attempting to change, only become more marketable.
I mean,
And so this seems par for the course of who and what I've always thought him to be.
This arrest
I actually commend him for being rich and still honors his friends like this. I commend him for being this rich and still honors his friends like this. Cause I would. I put the money on the nigga head too. They kill one of y'all. Ain't no 43, 33, nothing.
Speaking to you your comment when you talking about he was trying to change. This arrest does come on the heels of him getting the key to two different cities in the Chicago land area. Um, among like some other charitable efforts that he made um throughout the city, doing a bunch of you know charitable organizations and things like that. I ain't gonna name them right now because his name is associated with some other stuff. So let them things breathe. Maybe they might survive or something. But he had his hand in a lot of different things. And the keys to the city was right before the arrest.
Yeah, they got to change a whole bunch of locks. Also, um, I bet you they ain't getting none of that fucking money back though.
Hey, look, money ain't got no name on it.
This
Will you
money
get
ain't
money
got
for
no
getting the key
owners,
to the
only
city?
spenders.
I think he
Never.
probably gave money to get the key to the city.
Yeah, he definitely donated to a lot of charities in order to earn the keys to the city.
Charities, couple campaign funds.
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of. Yeah, I don't even know which dollar it was his. Which one? Can you identify the one you gave us, sir?
I wouldn't
Well,
even. I don't see.
I don't know if I
And
want to
see,
give back in.
I want to disagree with that because I don't think he's that type of person. That's my whole point. I don't think he was donating to no charity. I think he may have dropped a couple of dollars when he wanted to make uh headlines or something.
Oh,
But I
we're not,
think the
we're not saying that
government
he donated
officials
to
that
charity
gave him
for
the
a
key,
reason, but he did donate to charities. He did.
like I said, I mean, I think he did it in the vein of not changing, but appearances.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying what the rationale. I'm not giving a rationale as to why he did it. I'm just saying that those things did happen. Whether or not he was doing it to change or to cover some other shit so he could hide in plain sight around motherfuckers and try to portray an image of a good guy, whatever. I'm not saying he did or didn't do that. Just saying money from his bank account went to these organizations, and these organizations ain't necessarily gonna get that money back. Nor am I asking for them to do so. Uh,
Oh, I
yeah.
am, because if you are taking away the congratulations for the charity work that he's been doing, then you should just, if you're gonna disavow some of it, you better got to disavow all of it.
I could disavow you and keep your money, fam. I never really understood that. I can keep the check. Fuck you, but I'm gonna keep this.
And if you
You
so
ain't
ashamed
shit.
of the shit that I've done to get this with this motherfucking money, then yeah, you should be ashamed to
It's
have
called
it.
an empty gesture, sir. That's what it's called. Empty fucking gesture.
Fuck you, and then take this money back and be richer with it. Do more fuck. Let me give you extra money to do more fucked up shit.
Yep. Called an empty gesture. I'm so appalled by you, I don't even want to be helped by you.
Like,
Yeah.
nah. I, it's one thing to say not accept the money. It's a whole other thing to give it back. And even the not accepting the money, I mean, you can say fuck you and cash a motherfucking check. I don't know. People do go to work and do that shit every day. Can't stand their boss. Cash that check every
Yeah,
week.
but they also do the work for it.
Hey, look, I think you can say that a person that is working for the organization, doing the work in the communities, or for the people that they say they're doing the work for to garner the donation in the first place, are doing the work. I'm in the community. I got the meals on wheels for the seniors, and this motherfucker. The motherfucker wanted to write a check. It's gonna feed a lot of seniors, but he he touched the lady back in '87. She's suing him now, so he can't give me $1 million. So I'm sorry, Miss Johnson. No food for you.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, that's what we doing.
I mean, if you hate this motherfucker this much, then yeah, hate that nigga money as well.
I mean, I can hate you and say, hey, look, you shouldn't have that money. The money's gonna go somewhere. So, like, if it were to say come out of his pocket under the auspices of penalty, say he was fined something, that would be okay for me to spend that money then? Like if the court fined it, took it from him, and then gave it to me, that'll work then? That'll be cool?
Yeah,
Money still got the same source. So
it
what are we
does.
doing here? I'm just
think
eliminating the middleman.
I think altruism is a reverse psychology tactic created by white people to get niggas to mitigate themselves.
Man, Joe. Like a motherfucker.
Because, hey, you know why I just said that? Because I think every one of us could imagine some southern old black lady say, I ain't never touching that dirty money. But could you envision an old white lady saying that?
All their money was dirty.
I mean, honestly, I'm asking an honest question right now because I think
No,
we
I
all
cannot envision that. I envision her saying, Henry, go ahead and take it.
Take the little Negro money.
We gonna do
No,
some
I'm talking
good
about
with
she
it.
was talking about her grandson. Her grandson, they found out her grandson was the biggest drug kingpin. Like we've all seen a black grandmother. I don't want that dirty money in my house. We all seen that. I don't think I've ever been a witness, nor do I feel like a white grandmother would do the same.
Fam,
That's why that part of that statement that
a white grandmother wouldn't, and the stain of said money doesn't even last a generation. We elected a president behind that shit. Did we not?
Yep.
I'm just saying. And called him one of the good ones. A whoremonger. The motherfucker was cheating on his wife in front of the whole world. And we called him a great guy. Beloved. Horrible human beings. We call beloved people like because they were president. Like it, you can't be both. Can you?
Can you be what, a good person and a president?
Well, I was gonna say, can you be beloved and also repugnant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking R. Kelly.
Hey, look.
Have you ever?
Hey, look. So if you can be beloved and repugnant,
Vince McMahon made $3 billion off that very thing.
You could cash that check.
Vince McMahon weekly proves that shit. Weekly. He got a whole ethic of that. Being repugnant but likable.
Mm-hmm.
Ted DiBiase. Jake the Snake Roberts. LOD. All engaged in repugnant behavior, but engaged in that behavior as a counterculture measure to be liked. Like Ted DiBiase, for one, they said it wasn't even like that. They said that nigga was a sweetheart.
Oh yeah, in real life.
In real life, he was a sweetheart. So yeah, they're manufacturing repugnancy for a cash endeavor.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think part of the allure for them were the fact that they generated the heat or the hate from the audience. They didn't come out because they loved them. They came out because they hated them. Boo you! I want to see you lose so bad. Oh my God, you won.
But what does that faction of people create though? What does that faction of people create? Every single time in history,
Anti-violence.
It creates a faction of people that love you just to be against you. Love that person just to be against you.
I mean, yeah, everybody got their groupies, fam. I mean, I'm just
That's
talking
what
about.
we talking about.
I'm just talking about generalities, fam. I'm not talking about the specific pocket. It's gonna be a lot of different pockets.
The generality was somebody manufacturing repugnancy for funds. I'm telling you, they do that all the time. And then I went further to address the other point that nobody can be repugnant and loved. So those are two separate thoughts.
So you said nobody can be. You said nobody can.
You said nobody could be repugnant and loved.
I asked if they could,
and I explained how they could, and I gave you examples of it.
You do know you just said two different things, right?
Huh?
Nothing, never mind.
Yes, because I addressed two different thoughts. I just also said that.
All right, cool. So you can be, and that's fine. I'm with all that. Um, Tying this back to what the fuck was we talking about?
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk. Thank you. Shit, we went all the way around. Um, I have thoughts on the situation. Um, I don't necessarily ding him for the retributive spirit. I definitely, I think I have that. I think if you were to kill my brother, even though I don't have any, I'm never gonna let that go.
Never.
Never.
No
I'm
amount of
never gonna
money
be
is
done
going
with
to
that.
make me outlive that anger.
Right. And there's certain people in my life right now that I'm never gonna let that go. It's gonna be a problem forever. So I don't see it. I don't have the issue with him in that vein. The issue I have with him is the paying these people allegedly, if he did that, to do a thing for you. Um, I don't think that's the way to go about it. If you were in that were carrying out that function of retribution, if it burned that deep into you, it's a way you go about doing things, and that was not the way you go about doing things. I challenge and I hold people to be smarter in their actions. I should not have known that you didn't even like that person if you really wanted them that if you wanted them that bad. You don't make these known issues. You're setting yourself up to be caught. That's my issue with it. You going to jail, leaving your family in the lurch, being stupid. You did a thing in a not smart way, allegedly. So we'll see if you get, you know, um, get a long sentence, and you gotta do some time behind this, and leave your people out here. We'll see. But there was definitely a way to go about this where you didn't end up in prison. That's my issue with it.
So you should. You saying he should have did this a smarter way?
Yeah, yeah. If you absolutely had to do it smarter. Don't be this dumb. Why are you involving all these people? Why would you want to escalate it to the point where you bringing in other individuals? If it was that personal to you, it's supposed to be personal.
What's uh? Let's get into specificity. Specificity. What do you take umbrage with?
Him hiring individuals to exact revenge on somebody who wronged him.
You think he should have did it himself?
Yes.
So do you think kings are supposed to fight their own wars?
Yes. I think that if you want to be the king of people, you need to go out there on that battlefield and say charge, and on your horse go about your way.
I think you rise to the level of king, and then you no longer have to go to the battlefield. I think that was the. I think you. I think you're forgetting of what his rise was. He was on the field. That is his rise to power. Now he got the millions for rapping about it. He shouldn't have to enter the field anymore.
Yeah,
Kings Kings take over, and then they don't go on the front line. Now some did, and that's what made them extraordinary kings. But being a king alone recused you from having to go fight the battle.
and I don't think it should have. Man, I just don't. Um, but we don't fight wars in the same what in really the same way anymore. So it's gonna be hard to get a lot of kings on the battlefield. And what we're talking about is not really a war. What we're talking about is a personal vendetta between two individuals. This doesn't have
What's
to
the
escalate
difference?
to a level of a war. There's a difference because it's me and you. Don't
Hmm?
pussy out and involve them, and him, and her. It's between
What,
me and you. Let it end with me and you.
what
Period.
war? What war wasn't a personal impropriety?
And I don't know. And I'm not saying that all other previous wars were adjudicated properly. But if
Oh.
you want to adjudicate an altercation properly, it should be done between the two people who have the actual issue.
So what? So at what point are wars acceptable to you?
When they're fought between the people who have actual issue, when you are defending your country or your territory against someone else trying to take over your territory, you got a war. I mean, it is what it is at that point. But at
So,
no
so the
stance do I
response.
allow a motherfucker to get the coverage of I'm gonna let this other person fight my battles, and you get a salute for that. No, fuck you.
Hmm. All right, so you're saying war should just be one-on-one fights?
If it's a matter of personal vendetta, then yes.
All
If we're
wars
talking
are not
about if we're
each other.
talking about conflict between countries, then no, not a one-on. I don't think Vladimir Putin.
Those are personal vendettas too, bud.
Well, you tell me the personal issue with the two, and then they should settle it that way. Then I don't know the personal issue between the Ukraine and the Russia.
All right. Well, Franz Ferdinand, World War One. The reason World War One started is because Franz Ferdinand didn't want to marry his cousin. It's a personal issue. So are you instituting that once his relatives began to try to kill him, he shouldn't have protected himself? The war began.
He should have. If that relative wanted him to be killed, that relative should have came to him and tried to kill him.
It
If
did.
that relative, well, then they should have fought it out. And if you dead, you dead, motherfucker. What the hell you want from me?
Fought all he could, and then people kept coming up like, "Hey, that shit ain't right." And then they entered. Then they entered the war. And then motherfuckers like, "Why y'all going to help him?" And then they entered the war. And then that's how wars happen. They all start from personal vendettas.
All right. Okay. I don't know that to be the story of World War One, though. That no clue. That was the.
That is history. That's a historical fact.
I'm taking your word for it. I didn't say you was wrong. I said I had no idea.
Yeah, they shot a grenade at his ass, and it bounced off his fucking car. They tried to assassinate his ass because he didn't want to marry his fucking blood cousin to unify Eastern Europe.
Okay.
And nigga said, "No, I'm not fucking my cousin." No.
Hey,
And he married a peasant bitch.
First of all, nobody said you fuck her. They just said you to marry her. Get your mind out the gutter, Ferdinand.
Nigga would have never been made as a Targaryen.
Never had a dragon. You had never got a dragon.
That's why World War One lasted so long.
I really don't have a problem with what Dirk did. What the problem I have is when you have a doppelganger so fucking specifically looking like you, and you charter 3 private jets to play a shell game, why not send him? Like, you clearly was thinking about absconding. Why not send this motherfucker that is a 1-to-1 identical of your ass? Like, why did you stop short of that? You didn't book a plane ticket to Bali. You didn't book the private jet to Bali. You didn't book the private jet to Italy. And you didn't book the private jet to Switzerland. Bali and Switzerland, 2 non-extradition countries. This motherfucker was going to Italy. It's a misnomer, by the way, that non-extradition means that you are safe there. No.
You get the pleasure.
You call that motherfucker and say, "Hey, give us that nigga."
You had the pleasure of the people that's holding that who under your purview of.
Yeah, because whoever looking for you could just call them and like, "Hey, give us that nigga," and they be like, sure," because we don't want to fight y'all.
Yeah. Hey, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, that? Oh, yeah. Take this motherfucker.
Hey, if the right motherfucker called, they ain't even ask what you did. If Putin say, "Hey, man, nigga running for me, man."
Hey, Oscar over there. Hey, bring me Oscar.
Hey, fam. Putin is not asking for nobody back. Putin saying, "Oh, you got Oscar? Okay." And then Oscar comes down with the illness of radium poisoning that you can just trace the isotopes right back to a airstrip in right there in the Kremlin somewhere. Like,
Is,
yeah,
is Vladimir Putin Omar Little?
Mm. Mm.
Vlad wants you. Vlad gonna get you.
He wasn't even trying. He just trying to smoke his square, get a box of cereal. They just dumped the pack out the window.
We've been through this
Don't mind if
before.
I do. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, but nah, that was my issues on Lil Durk. I didn't really have. Y'all have anything else before we put a button in this one?
Mm. And this is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit was a travesty of circumstance, but it is what it is. It had to happen. The one motherfuckers shoot y'all ass. If y'all go up for a fist fight, first of all, if for 10 years I've been trying to get you to fucking put the guns down, and the one time you do it, you get shot in your fucking face, you know how that's gonna make me feel?
Yeah.
You know how that's gonna make me feel? I've been trying to get you to stop shooting motherfuckers for 10 goddamn years. Come get this rap money with me. And the one day you try to follow my rules, you get shot in the fucking face.
Yeah.
You know how that would make me feel as a young Dirk, as a 25-year-old, 26-year-old young Dirk, Lil Durk, whatever the fuck his name is.
Like you try, that's definitely gonna weigh on the motherfucker. Like
I'm the one
you
telling you
followed
to
my
stop.
lead.
I'm the one to tell you to stop shooting every goddamn body. Had I told you
Mhm.
that, you might. Had I not told you that, you might still be alive.
Right.
Probably be in jail, but you'd be alive.
Man, I gotta say,
Also, though, he shouldn't carry around that guilt because that motherfucker might have probably been dead if he had a gun or not had a gun.
yeah.
You cannot account or hold yourself responsible for the recklessness of others. You just can't.
But that in this one particular instance, it's not reckless. It was dialing it back.
Damn, he could have not went to have the fight in the first place. He could have just gotten his fucking car and went home.
Oh, you asking for a maturity he haven't reached yet?
Yeah, I'm old. I know the right move to make. Me saying that you made an erroneous move and understanding why you made it don't mean that I'm also gonna say you should have made it. I'm gonna tell you that shit was wrong. I understand that you fucked up. You made an impulsive decision because you're young. I understand that, but understand that the impulsive decision was fucked up. You fucked up. I got to be able to tell you fucked up when you fuck up. Or else I'm
I
gonna
don't
look
think it was
at
a fuck
you
up
as
in this
an
situation.
elder in this situation. What the fuck is the point of me being here as an elder if I can't tell you not to get in this situation, and then when you get in the situation, tell you that's the reason that you in this the reason that you sitting where you at right now is because of that. You did that, and that's why you here.
But see, as the elder, you're supposed to be wise enough to understand that the moves that he was making was in the right direction. You ain't nobody gonna just quit shit cold turkey. Like there is few and far between people who could just quit shit cold turkey. He was dialing it down, and as the elder, you are not supposed to admonish. You should exemplify him and herald him for his attempts.
No, I'm not heralding you. I'm not heralding you dialing it down.
This is
I'll
why
herald
people
you
don't.
for stopping it. If you
This is
stop
why
it, I'll
people
say
don't stop.
But if you
understand that?
don't stop, then you still run the same potentiality for the fucked up shit to happen. I have to continue to say that. I can't give you a salute because you're winding down. I'm gonna still say you out here fucking up, and not because you fucking up less is better. You still fucking up. Stop fucking up. That's what my message is going to be till you stop fucking up. I'm not going to say, good job, you're fucking up 80% less than you used to be fucking up. No, you still got that 20% out there you need to get the fuck off before you, because just because if it's less of a chance don't mean you still won't get fucked up out here. My goal is to have you not get fucked up out here. So don't do that shit in which you were going to get fucked up.
Well, let me be the first to tell you, you're headed in the wrong direction by not acknowledging a motherfucker's growth.
Progress.
I can acknowledge the progress and not congratulate you for where you at in the moment. I can say, yeah, you're doing better. I can
You can
acknowledge
also
that.
acknowledge the
I don't need to
progress
say
without
that's good.
admonishing.
It's still
You can,
not good. You're
you can
still
always
not good.
assume that your words were fruitful and that the fact that the motherfucker changed, he understands the admonishing that you're trying to impose on him in that moment. And as a grown man himself, he doesn't want to hear it. He waited. He waited. He know it. He recognized it. He waited, and he went in an opposite direction. So sometimes, as the elder, you are to have discernment and know, motherfucker don't need to hear this.
So what he supposed to hear now? What am I supposed to say about him regarding? I'm not even
Nothing.
talking.
You're supposed to commend him for his growth.
No, I'm not going to commend him for his growth out here in public. To hear somebody else to say, "Well, yeah, okay, well, it was the good thing to be sliding towards." No, do right. Period. Don't just do escalating. Don't do graduating things of correctness. Just be correct, or you run the risk of being exactly what the fuck he is. I'm not gonna sit out here and give the message that you're doing good just because you're doing better. That's not what it is. You're doing good when you're doing good. You're doing better right now, but you still ain't doing good.
All I said was herald him. I didn't say you had to say that it was the way to be. That you have to acknowledge the progress and sometimes keep your disdain to your fucking self.
Okay, cool. So what do you?
Because everybody knows you need to take a breath. And motherfuckers, breathe, nigga, breathe, stupid. Why ain't you breathing?
Hey, look,
I'm trying to.
I'm not asking motherfuckers every day, but what do you want? I'm talking about this situation.
I'm telling you this situation.
Good job
about this situation.
Great job.
Talking about this situation. In this situation, you should hit. In this situation, you should acknowledge that his attempt may be a moniker that the shit you finna say don't need to be said. Maybe he already understands it. Because he's attempting to change
him.
So you getting on a soapbox.
I'm talking to everybody else that follow that I'm talking to all the other people that are influenced by him and think that is the way to go. I am saying
it is the way to go.
It's not.
You are a murderer and now you're a fighter headed towards peaceful. That was the way to go.
No, the way to go was not to be heading towards peaceful. It was to be peaceful.
I can't have that argument with you, bro. Like that's not practical. It's not smart. No one does it. So why are you saying it? I can't have that argument.
Realistic to you gotta consider this is all a motherfucker has known their entire life.
I understand that. I understand you're gonna fuck up along the way. But you need to understand that along the way, when you fucking up, it is not going to be forgivable. There is sometimes at a point, the thing that you're doing may not be the totality of you, but the totality of you go pay for the thing that you did.
Fam.
And you got to understand that.
He went to fist fight somebody he had an actual grievance with. There's nothing wrong with two men. You tried to fight me one day, nigga.
Yeah, I did.
So how are you now admonishing him for going to fisticuff a disagreement? You clearly think two men should be able to box. So what the fuck are you on the soapbox for? Step down, please.
No.
All right.
No. Hey, look. In every situation, there's a potential that you have to allocate for, and if you don't allocate for those potential outcomes, and one of them happens to you, I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it. I'm not gonna sit here and be yelling out. I'm not gonna let me get it out. I'm not gonna sit out here and yell out "Free Dirk." I'm not gonna feel sorry for him in this moment. It's some shit that happened. Man, Joe, that's your lot now. Man, you got to deal with it now. Right. Now, I can advise other people not to follow in his footsteps. I can tell you that he should be a cautionary tale for you, and you should learn from his mistakes. I can tell you should do better. I cannot ever bring myself to tell a motherfucker that if they're doing not good, that it's okay.
Okay.
It's not okay.
All right. Cool. You can have your soapbox, but can you agree that there are certain that message ain't for everybody? That message is for toddlers who haven't done anything wrong yet. Yeah, those motherfuckers, you want to tell them, yeah, go straight back to peaceful. It's possible. Why? Because they haven't been through life and they know that shit is not only almost impossible, but it's very impractical. So now there's a second group of motherfuckers, the King Vons of the world, who was out here murdering motherfuckers, and those are the people who you should be telling, yeah, he did 100% correct. He is withdrawing from that life. He attempted to handle this in a more civil way. All you murderers out here, be more like Vaughn. Yes, there are different messages for different people from the same fucking scenario. So I agree. There is a faction of which you tell, hey, don't do nothing. But those are toddlers. I'm never talking to them motherfuckers. I'm talking to the people who know you have to moderately back out of some shit.
Nothing. I said move better. I said make better decisions. I ain't never told nobody not to.
You telling him not to do anything. In this moment, we talking about Vaughn.
What I said
was not to do anything.
I didn't have a problem with the revenge aspect of what Dirk's mentality may have been in this situation.
I had
a problem with how he carried it out.
We talking about Vaughn.
And I had a problem with how Vaughn carried out the situation in which he ultimately died. There's a better way to do it. If you got a problem with that motherfucker, you can handle that problem with that motherfucker, but there's a better way to handle that problem. That doesn't. If it resulted in you dying, maybe there was a different way. If we're going to be able to look at this from a Monday morning quarterback's position, because that's what I can do. Here's the error. Here. You review the tape. You look at it and say, man, you don't do that in this situation. You got to learn how to operate better.
I agree. Dale Earnhardt didn't have to die, but given his circumstances, that was a very commendable thing to do.
Yeah, and they still checked the tape and made changes based on that happening.
But ain't nobody admonishing him. That's the thing. Yes, make changes, but don't admonish him. So all I've been saying. Yes, make changes.
Look, fam, if I was in charge of changing the rules for motherfuckers to abide by, then it would be as simple as me doing that and not having said anything. But I'm not in charge of that. So I have to use my voice and my passion to get my message across. Hey, look, you may not like the way I get it across, but that's the way I get it across. I don't know a better way. If you got a better way, you get your message off to these motherfuckers the way you get it off. I'll get mine off, you get yours off.
I'm disagreeing with your message. I'm not talking about the way you disseminate it. What I'm telling you is you need to be more mindful of the fact that your message that you're saying is for such a small group of people. There's no human on the earth is going from 5,000 to 0. So you saying that like that's a thing is disingenuous and it's dangerous.
Hey, look.
Because now you're going to have more people quitting. Motherfuckers ain't going to go, oh, no, I can't do that. So you're going to have more people not even attempt with your rhetoric because of your rhetoric. More people
you allow motherfuckers to be mediocre if you want to. I won't.
More people will not even attempt to change based on that rhetoric you're using.
You say so. I don't think so.
No, it's proven through history, nigga. If you don't
how is it proven?
If you don't acknowledge progress, people will not enter and try to progress.
Society is only skewed worse with the coddling of motherfuckers, with the okay, pat on the back, baby, it'll be okay shit. We only got worse with that. When there was a swift kick to the ass, motherfuckers got their shit together. But then we got into this mindset where it ain't fair to kick a motherfucker in the ass. Why would you do that? Treat the babies nice and pat them on the back and say it'll be okay. It's all right to fail today. You'll do better tomorrow. Nah, you used to get your ass whooped for bringing home a motherfucking F. It used to be a problem if you went to school and you did something wrong. But now we sit here and say, no, baby, it'll be all right. Do better tomorrow. Today you threw a desk over, but tomorrow if you throw a chair over, it's progress. You're doing good. Get the fuck out of here.
No, we say if you sit here and you have an F for 5 years and you come home with a C, hey, it's good shit. Keep it up. Instead of saying, hey, you done had an F for 5 years, now you came home with a C. Why the fuck ain't this an A?
Right.
So you don't ask the question and dissect why you didn't get the A. You never address the failure in which the failures that resulted in you not getting the A. If you believe the person has the capacity to get the A, then you should start investigating why they're not getting the A, and then addressing the revelations of said investigation. And once I figure out why you ain't getting here, now let me help you get here. Oh, you didn't turn in homework here. That's why you got a fucking C. It's not because you don't know how to do this shit. It's because you're not turning in your fucking work. Now I got to tell you to turn in your fucking work.
No. See here, I'm glad we got here. This is a perfect analogy, right? No, you address that why you don't have an A when you had an F. So now when you bring your shit up to a C, you're not gonna fucking beat a dead horse. You already addressed it at the F. And the fact that motherfucker has a C means they heard you. You then don't go, nigga, why this C ain't an A? I'm going, nigga. I'm going. I was at an F. I'm at a C. I'm not going to acknowledge. I'm not going to.
So why are you still only turning in C levels worth of your work right now? What is the
hindrance? It's averaged out from the F.
What is the try? Why are you just trying and not accomplishing it?
I'm accomplishing it, but it's averaged.
No, you're not. You didn't turn in all the work necessary to get the A. So why you turned in all the work necessary to get a C? So why did you stop at the C? What prohibited you from turning in all the work to get the A?
I turned in all A work, but averaged against my F, it shot down to a C.
No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about you got an F last.
That's what we talking about.
All right, cool. Yeah, you got it there, man.
That's what we talking about. We talking about a homicidal murderer, alleged, entering into a fist fight. That's literally what we talking about.
Hey, I'm a hold people accountable. Y'all gonna make excuses. I think that's what we're gonna be at for a very long time. We're gonna go back in circles around this whole conversation over and over and over again. I think we said it all at this point.
No, I mean it's the reality of the situation, and I don't even understand why you pretend you don't understand the reality of the situation.
What did I not? Well, how am I not understanding the reality of the situation? I understand, motherfuckers.
And if you admonish a motherfucker attempting to change, he won't change anymore.
Yeah, and I'm saying that the admonishments stopped and the situation got worse. I'm saying that the kicks in the ass were better. I'm saying belts to the ass were better. I'm saying we got worse when we stopped those things.
You're saying we didn't. Things?
Why?
Because the majority of motherfucker weren't mentally adept enough to know what's a fair punishment. That's why we stopped that, because most motherfuckers wasn't equipped enough to only delve out what was appropriate for the infraction. That's why we stopped that.
Okay, and I think that was a mistake. If motherfuckers have an issue with learning with using the tool, you don't get rid of the tool. You train the people on how to use the tool. I'm not getting rid of table saws because motherfuckers cut their fingers off. I'd rather just teach you how to use a fucking table saw.
But when the tool is a trampoline and people keep losing legs, we just gonna throw that motherfucker in the trash. Yeah, we could dance around analogies all night.
I know.
Metaphors, analogies, all that shit. So yes, we're not talking about a tool, we're talking about a toy.
Oh, okay. You got it. Anyway, I think we said all we could. I said all I could say. I'm just gonna keep saying the same shit different ways.
How do we feel about Jam though?
About who?
The nigga who wore the wire and started all this shit.
He a rat.
Yeah.
All right, so have y'all been paying attention to this shit
not
for the
particularly
last 3 years?
Nah.
This shit is going on 10 years old, by the way. So initially, Dirk and NBA Youngboy, yada yada yada, and they've been beefing ever since. So I think it's no. I don't have any problem with acknowledging the growth that Von had, and I don't expect him to go cold turkey and be a saint of an individual. I commend him for being touted as a fucking homicidal maniac and dialing that back for a street fight. Mutual combat. Like, men should be able to box. Like, yeah. I'm never gonna fucking say that he shouldn't be able to box. Like, how the fuck are we saying that now? That he shouldn't been able to box? Yeah, damn. Like, proving points shouldn't be that so satiable.
At no point did I say that. At no point was that the argument on this show that you in this conversation that you're participating in right now.
I mean, that's not what you said, but you literally are implying it, and you don't understand that shit about yourself. You be implying a lot of shit, and you think because you don't say it out your mouth that it wasn't said. It is said with your implications.
I said the things that I said. At no point did I say that two men shouldn't be able to fight. I said
that's literally what you're saying.
I said that there is a way to go about doing things.
Yes, walking up to you and punching you in the fucking face. So what you trying to say? He needed to bring some gloves and rent a. Never mind. What's the next
topic? Keeping it local while we here. Some shit happened today around 59th? Was that 51st? 59th? Over there, 59th, like Union or some shit. That Pepsi plant closed out the blue today.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Did nobody know that they didn't have a job tomorrow?
Did nobody know when they showed up to work today that this was their last day?
That's fucked up because
then they did the Walgreens.
You said they did what?
No, my mind just wanted to finish your thought. I was trying to derail this motherfucker, but talking about Walgreens, but that could be next.
All right, I was just gonna say that I'm upset that my Pepsi is gonna be a little bit stepped on now. I don't get that pure uncut shit.
Oh, that shit just gonna go from $2.29 for a 20 ounce to $4.
I mean, the price of 2 liters then already went up dramatically. Like, you're at the point you can't get a 2 liter for less than $3 now.
But the question, what? Nigga, please.
Yeah.
5 2 liters for $1.39.
You gotta catch them on sale. You gotta catch them on sale. Regular price is ridiculous.
Let me. The focus kind of was, what do y'all think about this company firing motherfuckers with no warning today? How do y'all feel about that occurrence?
This is entirely fucked up. But corporations get away with that kind of shit. Yeah, workers have it bad right now.
Like a motherfucker.
If this ain't no motherfucking sale, that price is on the packaging.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Tees and trees and shit. They still got the ones with their numbers on it. Still they numbers.
It's still their numbers. I mean, you can't. It was. Hey, look. I done been to some
stores. I've seen nigga put a price tag over the number.
I for to say that I didn't been to some store and put a sticker right on top and only on one of the numbers. Like I see these motherfuckers, but you gonna just
them Arabs is notorious for doing that to buy one get one free blunt sales.
Oh yeah, nigga, and the Black and Miles, nigga.
They will put their 99-cent sticker right over that buy one get one free. Notorious for that, and Newport Sports did that shit. They were notorious for that. They will put their price tag right over their little advertisement.
And nigga, I continuously walk out of stores that overcharge me. They charge me more than what the price say. Like motherfucker, my morals.
Hebrew Israelites shut down stores because of that. That shit is very illegal, and they
it is.
They only do it in ghettos.
Yeah,
because they know they can get away with it. Like they're getting away.
Literally illegal. And I tell them that all the time.
Like a company is getting away with laying off an entire factory worth of workers.
But here's my thought about that shit.
Black and brown worker. Okay, what's your thought?
Do you think it got anything to do with the Jacksons? Because you know that nigga owns the Pepsi contract for the majority of Chicago.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Jesse fucking Jackson. How he makes his money is he owns the Pepsi contracts from 35th Street all the way up north. Nobody can sell Pepsi. Yeah, nobody can distribute Pepsi from 35th Street to all the way up north except Jesse Jackson and his subsidiaries.
Yeah, I was unaware of that.
Yes, Jesse Jackson owns the PepsiCo contract from 35th Street all the way up to north.
You gotta fucking love Illinois. These motherfuckers found a way to get crooked about Pops.
Hey, look, is that crooked though?
It
ain't crooked, nigga. Do you understand? That's how all this America works. The mafia did that shit. And
I'm the
the mafia,
distributor. He's the distributor, and essentially, what he said is he's the distributor in this area. His
yeah, what the
territory
mafia
range
did
from
shit.
that point to that point.
The mafia just used to kill motherfuckers behind it, and now we have elections and bids. Now everything is a bid. Now you bid for it instead of me just showing up with a gun in your motherfucking head and saying, "Nigga, this is my job. You better not deliver Pepsi around this motherfucker. If it's cold, goddamn it, I want 30 cents." But
Yeah, so there's a bid, and again, this is Illinois. You know that shit ain't on the up and up.
Hey, Jesse
Hey,
White,
look.
Jesse
Hey, look.
Jackson,
Hey, look.
Jesse Jackson Jr. Hey, Jesse's ain't on shit savory around this motherfucker.
If the level is shady, then shady dealings is on the level. I don't know.
Shades on the menu.
But hey, look, I'll say this about the company. I think it's fucked up to fire people without any fair warning. That's why you don't give your lives to companies, because they will not give a shit
Yes.
about you at all. Number one. Number two, I did find something, and how does this soften the blow a little bit? So, to my knowledge, they're going to be paid through December, all the employees.
2 months.
Is that enough of a of an
Mm,
action to
Nah,
make this
because
not
I
even?
still need a job.
I mean,
I
it's
need, I need, I need what y'all gonna keep doing until December. I need y'all keep doing that until I retire. That's
but
why I work here.
in this Biden Harris booming economy, isn't it like aren't the jobs plentiful?
No,
In
work is
2 months,
plentiful.
in 2 months of getting paid to not work, you can't find another job.
No, you can't.
Mm. Jobs that are hard to come by outside right now.
They are,
Oh,
especially if you have one at a very stable corporation with benefits and shit like that.
mm-hmm.
You can find work.
Can you find equivalent work?
You c- you can work for a lot of people. You can't be an employee at many places right now.
So you can't find. It's hard to find the equivalent of a good job if you lose a good job,
Yeah.
but it's easy to find a job. Is what
Yeah,
I.
it's easy to find work. You can be a worker, you can't be an employee.
Okay. Hey,
And
I think the company did all they could do. I mean, if you, if it's a business decision to close a plant, you close the plant. Um,
mm,
just like I'm not gonna be mad at employees for giving a 2 hour notice.
oh yeah.
Like, if around 3 o'clock on Friday you want to go into your boss's office and let them know that this upcoming Monday you won't be there, I have no problem with that. Because at 3 o'clock on a Friday, they'll bring you into your boss's office and tell you on Monday don't show up.
Yeah.
So it's got to work both ways, and I got to be okay with it both ways. Now, I think it's a good thing you get 2 months of 2 months of checks while you go look for another job. Um, hopefully you find it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I like it.
It's tough.
Getting 2 months worth of checks is better than not getting a check, but it's not better than having a job.
Yeah, but if the plant was no longer viable financially, then what?
I'm pretty sure Pepsi's profit margins are thoroughly are in pretty good shape.
That wasn't the question. If this plant is no longer financially viable,
Made stuffed Doritos, nigga. Used
Nigga,
to fat shit
what
up.
there's there's a lot of problems with that sentence.
Stuffed
a
Doritos.
whole lot, a whole lot. It looked like you made pizza rolls,
Right.
but
Oh, you should have seen when I made them in the full nachos with all the fixings and shit. Nigga, stuffed nachos, fattest shit I ever did in my whole life.
mm,
I feel like I don't feel like my nacho topping should be mitigated to somebody else. Like I need to decide how much toppings I have on each bite, not you, nigga.
Damn. No, you're not hearing me. Stuffed nachos, nigga. You still do the nacho shit to the outside of these motherfuckers.
So what's on the inside?
It's a big full ass nacho full of nacho shit.
And the inside is whatever nacho shit you want in there too, motherfucker. But that's not mitigating you putting nacho shit on the outside. The whole purpose is to put the nacho shit on the outside. I just can't eat, so I'm only eating 2 of these motherfuckers, and I'm not going to eat 2 of these motherfuckers. But the concept as presented was about 12 of these motherfuckers in a plate, and then dress them as nachos. Peppers, cheese, all of that shit. The fattest shit ever. The fattest shit on the planet of fat. You stuff the nacho and then make nachos with these stuffed nachos. Fantastically fat.
Yeah. This nigga is having an ice cream sandwich.
An ice cream sandwich, nigga. Making a hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah, that is way too much work.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
Just put
free dirt. Usher up next. Usher is up next. Usher just bounced from too many motherfuckers that's in trouble right now for him not to have indulged in some of that trouble at some point. R. Kelly, P. Diddy, Jermaine Dupri. Usher was just around all that shit. Because he was like 10.
We throwing Jermaine Dupri in there with them?
He just did.
Oh, my bad. I got a bunch of pretenses about Jermaine Dupri.
Because he has a career. Because he made a career working with kids.
No, because he was a child star that made a career with working with kids. And what we've learned about child stars.
Nigga is the ghetto Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Hey, look, only artist he did it was of age, to my knowledge.
Yeah, they fucking shut down this Pepsi shit, and I think they doing that shit to fuck over Jesse Jackson.
Somebody got a robot. Android talking. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, business is business. Business is tough. You can't get mad at the business for doing business shit. Just stop trying to give your allegiance to these businesses like they're people.
Yeah.
Businesses should not have the same benefits as people. Corporations are not people, no matter how hard they try to make them in in the law. Corporations aren't people. Corporations are corporations. They'll act accordingly. Yeah. So on top of that, Walgreens also laid off 250 motherfuckers, mostly in Chicago. I thought it was a booming economy and everything was great. But I don't know.
Profits is up.
But employment is looking down. I don't know. Maybe they can tell you something else on the numbers in the jobs report. For October, because all these numbers come in October. So yay that. I don't know how much this impacts the national jobs report, but there's layoffs all across the country, strikes all across the country, all kinds of shit just happens.
She started with the longshoremen.
Yeah, about to say, is that strike going on down there?
No,
they going on out there?
2 days, nigga.
they said
we got this shit right.
They said, "Ooh, you know what? That's all y'all wanted." Yeah, we all right, cool. We got you. Don't never mind. We got you.
No, what they said was, nigga, we ain't gonna be able to bring nothing into this country. Nothing. You know, most of our shit come from China, right?
They said you can bring some shit. You can bring some shit on that port over there, but this port over here, over with. Y'all want to talk about any of these interviews that happened over the past week? Donald Trump was on Joe Rogan. I watched all 3 hours of that shit.
I did not.
Kamala was on Club Shay Shay. I didn't watch all 1 hour of that shit.
I did not. I wasn't none of them.
You ain't watch none of them. I listened to I listened to Kamala phone interview with the Breakfast Club this morning. Hey, these politicians is politicking. So over the past week, Trump had a rally at Madison Square Garden that had a couple of off-color remarks made by some comics, or a comic rather. They had the guy from Kill Tony, the one who does all the racist jokes, because that's what they do at Kill Tony. All the offensive things, the racist, a religionist. I don't know what's that word if you racist against religions, but that he also racist against women, racist against fat men, racist against pretty much everybody and everything. I don't know the correct pejorative terms for all of those objectionable groups, but he objects to them all.
You may be talking about Tony.
Tony, yeah. So he got up on the stage.
You said, "What's his name?" I said, "You may be talking about Tony."
Yeah, it is Kill Tony. It's Tony.
You may be talking about Tony. You understand that Kill Tony is a panel show, right?
But I'm talking about Tony. Tony.
Right. I asked you, and you said the guy that's racist. You didn't say who you were talking about. I'm telling you, you may be talking about Tony.
I am.
I asked you who you were talking about. You said, I don't know, the guy that's racist, and went on a rant about the things he said, but didn't get any closer to telling me who you were talking about.
My bad. I didn't hear you say that.
Because of your descriptors, I'm saying I think you may be talking about Tony Hinchcliffe. I should not have to fucking court report our conversations.
Talking about Tony Hinchcliffe. Anyway, so he got on the stage. He called Puerto Rico a pile of garbage floating in the ocean. In a joking way. He said there's a pile of garbage floating in the ocean that needs to be addressed. You may know it as Puerto Rico. Crowd didn't really like it. He said that the war between Israel and Palestine should, come to an end, and maybe they should end it in a more amicable way. Maybe paper, rock, scissors. Then he said that it should be easy for the Israelis to win, because them Palestinians gonna throw rock. And the crowd didn't like that. And so he said, well, I mean, hey, look, we all know the Jews not gonna throw that paper. So he went at a lot of people in a lot of ways. He also had he saw a friend in the crowd of African American persuasion, I'm assuming, and he was wearing a lampshade or something. I don't know, but he went on to say that that's his buddy, and they're gonna carve watermelons for Halloween later. Hey, look, found all that shit funny.
You gotta be fucked up to be intrinsically full of snark, as most gays, but don't read as gay. So the shit that you be saying, like if he was Wayman, the shit he would say would be taken with a grain of salt. But because no one knows he's gay, he loses that gay
the kudos.
The sass cover.
It would be sassy and cool if he were to be of that persuasion, known of that persuasion.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. You could definitely get away with calling everybody out if you're, of a protected class. 100%. But so that happened at Madison Square Garden. Kamala, she had a rally in Houston. She had Beyonce come out and do a little something. She ain't sing or nothing.
Oh, Beyonce! I'm about to say Beyonce ain't for the sing.
She did a little something speech wise.
I say got her own shit going on right now. That's why she was there. Beyonce, hey, stay woke. Oh shit! All right, I'm telling you. Here come the conspiracies. Goddammit. So, did we talk about Piers Morgan and Jay-Z and Beyonce? And now Beyonce is at presidential.
I mean, we did talk about them.
Right. So you think those two things have anything to do with one another?
I mean, Not like there's a particular thing at the moment that would be pressing her to do it.
Yeah, the fact that she might be getting federal charges soon.
She's been involved in politics and been of this particular allegiance for a while,
For a
her
long
and
time.
Jay-Z. So
Just like Diddy. Diddy was always vote or die. But have you ever seen him at any rallies or anything where they would it's one thing to be representative of a particular sect. It's another thing to be mascotted.
I don't think it's beyond her. I think that the campaign is in such a position that they're gonna pull out all the stops. And if you're gonna bring out Meg the Stallion, uh, if you can get Beyonce to come to your shit, you're gonna bring Beyonce. Hell, she was
That's
out there
my
with
point.
Lizzo a couple weeks ago.
That's my point. Beyonce was never at her lowest at one of these things. Now at her height, she's going to these things to be a mascot.
I don't
At
know
her
if she's at
lowest.
her height right now.
Huh?
I don't know if she's at her height right now.
She may have plateaued. She may be no longer ascending, but she is at her height.
Yeah,
She's never
Beyonce,
had
still
more
Beyonce.
money. She's never had more money, more fans, and more affinity. She may have had a trajectory different prior to now. She may have stalled out at this height. And it may
I mean, if she's at her peak still, I'm not gonna argue that. Hey, look, Beyonce
I'm
didn't
saying
fall
she at
off.
her peak.
I'm not
This
gonna
may be a precipice.
argue
She
for it.
may go higher.
I'm not. I wouldn't bog the conversation down to argue about Beyonce's notoriety at the moment.
It's literally what you did.
Oh, well, let's not do it any further.
But yeah, so
Whatever she is.
right. And she's never done that before. So now at this particular time in her life, right after allegations of being diddified, now she's going to presidential inaugural Rosa, whatever she was at, whatever the shit was today.
Rally.
A rally. I think she's aligning herself to get that get out of jail free card if it ever needs be.
I have to get in.
Hell yeah, I'm finna get the first black woman. Oprah and Beyonce. Beyonce is headed towards the Oprah land of having control over white women. Like, I don't think she has it yet, but I think that Beyonce and Oprah could be mammy to these white bitches. And don't make no mistake, even though they let you talk to them crazy, the king often let the jester talk to him crazy. He was the only person that could talk to him crazy. But make no mistake about what he thought about him and his station in life. Just because you could be a little more familiar, don't mean that they hold you in any high regard. I think Beyonce is headed towards that. Mammy, Oprah, Aunt Jemima, I think they're headed towards mascot for whites. But Beyonce, I think this is a concerted effort to cover her ass in case some shit pop off with Diddy and Jaguar Wright, Gene Deal, and everybody else making accusatory, defamatory statements against them. Like, it's one thing to be on Real Life Street Productions. It's another thing to be on Piers Morgan. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that Piers Morgan no longer has a show. So that shit wasn't as big a thing as people are making it out to be. That wasn't on network TV. That was his YouTube program.
Mm-hmm.
So it may be the smoke before the fire, may not be, but her showing up at a presidential rally, I think it speaks to something. And I think it more has to do with that Piers Morgan shit than we would ever know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be real hard to prove what just proved that. I don't know.
It's just conjecture.
Yeah.
You know, what is this show about other than conjecture?
Yeah, but Beyonce was there. She didn't perform. People were a little upset. There's reports that
these free rally tickets didn't get me a Beyonce concert.
There was reports some people booed, heckled Kamala behind it. I don't know.
Hey, you know how much those goddamn concert tickets cost? She is not giving out them free samples.
Hey, look, you think I'm Meg, bitch? No.
I show up and wave to these people, but I'm not for the rap.
not gonna be bouncing up here for 30 minutes. Like, no, it's not gonna happen.
Right.
But
Hey,
yeah,
she
so
whispering in that bitch ear with the through her teeth. That Diddy tape better disappear, bitch.
hey,
That's what she was whispering every time she leaned over. Bitch, I, I'm here. I did what you asked. The tape better disappear.
mm, but anyway, that's what they was on this past week. It's been to varying degrees of success. I don't know. Like I say, if y'all didn't watch the Joe Rogan interview or the Club Shay Shay interview or the Breakfast Club interview, you didn't really miss a whole lot of a whole lot of substance. Um, Kamala made up a bunch of apparently she made up a bunch of black relatives, or she talked about a bunch of black relatives that may or may not be her actual relatives or her family in love. Because she said that you could be family, because you love each other or because you got blood. It doesn't really matter. It's all the same. So hey, look, rock out. I don't necessarily disagree with that. It's just weird to be saying now, and then now you gonna bring up all your black relatives.
Oh, hey,
Right
I'm
when you
talking to
say
black people. Hey, Negroes. I know Negroes too.
right when you define relative, now you gonna mention the black ones. I don't know. Hey, look, rock out, G. It's all good. I believe you when you say what you say. Um, it was
Give me
interesting.
the bomb you can drink.
I couldn't hear what you said.
No, that was California Love.
Oh. It was interesting to see the difference in the numbers in both those interviews, though. I think the Joe Rogan Trump interview, after a couple days, was at like 38 million views, and the Club Shay Shay, after I think a day and a half or so, was at 1.7 million views. And they're trying to say that this might be a mistake by Kamala, not to do that Joe Rogan interview because of his reach. And
What?
if she were, because of his reach, he has a large reach, and if she were to do that, she may have. You, is that is it buzzing because of me?
Joe Budden did what?
Not Joe Button. Hold on, I'm gonna start muting people real quick. Yellow. Nope, it's off. It wasn't me. All right, all right. Let's see again. Yep, it's you. You got some static on your end, man with no name.
Rode into town with a horse with no name.
I don't know. You got a cord loose or something. Fix it. Uh, but yeah. So with what was I saying?
Kamala not going on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, with Kamala not going on Joe Rogan and saying that she's losing a lot of potential views and notoriety and a lot of potential swing voters, a lot of Republicans that may or may not be
Fucking with Trump.
fucking with Trump. And she could have maybe humanized herself to those individuals on a Joe Rogan type of setting, like a Donald Trump did. Some people are saying it helped Donald Trump a little bit. Some people are saying it might have hurt him a little bit because he rambles a lot. Who knows? But 38 more million people got to see him. Only 1.2 million got to see her on Club Shay Shay. And it might be a mistake. It might be a mistake. They had another mistake with Joe Biden that may or may not be a mistake. Joe,
Do you understand how that whole sentence was wrong?
I don't. Joe
That's
may or
not
may
how
not,
views work.
huh?
That's not how views work.
What? How do they work?
The people who click on it, click on it.
Okay.
And her just being on Joe Rogan isn't going to put 36 million more eyes on it.
Okay.
Yes, that is not how views work. On no,
Me viewing you doesn't count
nowhere.
as a view. I don't know what you mean, man.
You say what?
You saying that just because Kamala was on it doesn't mean that
She's going to have 36 million more views.
What would it mean then?
Huh? She has access to a larger viewing pool, but
Right.
that does not mean that they will click on the shit and
It
view
does,
her.
it does not mean that. No, it does not mean that. No, it
So
does.
let's keep it in context. Is all I was
Hey,
saying.
look, hey, look, hey, look. But it is thought that she would get a lot more than the million that she got when she went on Club Shay Shay. If she went on Rogan, I don't know why we arguing about this right now.
I said why I mentioned it. I want to keep the conversation honest because the way you framed it made it seem as if just going on Joe Rogan is going to give her 36 million more views.
I think it would.
All right. We can agree to disagree.
Okay, cool. You don't think it would? I think it would. I th- can we agree that she would have got more views on Rogan than she did on Club Shay Shay?
No,
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool.
because
Cool.
the
Cool.
black people are at Club Shay Shay and everybody at Joe Rogan, even though his pool is wider, they will skip over that video.
Mm.
AYP, you can't go sing Spanish at a Louisiana dance off.
Mm.
People will leave, even though it's packed every week.
Okay. We could agree disagree. That's fine. Um, but they had another miscue today and by Joe Biden, which I'm not sure in particular if it's a miscue or not. Joe Biden may not be as cognitively declined as we once thought. He may be fucked up in the head, but he still may be present enough to be aware that y'all shitting on his name out here and smart enough to say fuck that bitch on purpose. And act like he just fucked up on old man. What you mean? So earlier today or yesterday, last night, whenever, after the comedian had the garbage joke about Puerto Rico, Joe Biden said, the only garbage I see are those Trump supporters. And they're comparing that to Hillary's mistake when she called the Trump supporters a bunch of a basket of deplorables. They're saying that this may alienate individuals and make them not want to vote for Kamala. Now, is Joe stupid or is he stupid like a fox?
Nah, Joe was just stupid.
Joe just stupid. Just a mistake. He not trying to tank her shit. Cause he does a lot of things. Like she'll be in the middle of a press conference or a rally somewhere and he'll pop on TV and, give a talk for a couple minutes. Right in the middle while CNN's covering her rally, he'll say, you know what, I want to talk. I want to say something. Cut from her. Come to me. Hey, I just want to say that, the American people are doing a fine job of getting through this process right now. And I want to know that I want y'all to know that y'all should keep it up. That was all I wanted to say.
Hey, we almost done. We almost done.
But he
Finish line is
says
right there.
it while she's in the middle of saying some shit over there that she wants people to see. But it's happened on more than one occasion, more than 2 or 3 occasions. He does this regularly. And at a point, you got to realize that some of this shit ain't no accident.
You want to give a shout out? I
It's
appreciate
perfect.
y'all for rocking with me all through the years. I mean, there's other things happening, but I just want y'all to hey, thanks for taking time out right now to listen to me tell y'all thank y'all for looking out for me earlier. Appreciate it,
Yeah.
love. Now go back to whatever it is that y'all was doing.
We was trying to support the one that you was talking to. You know what? Never mind, Joe. Go. I'm gonna put cartoons on now because I don't even want to tune back into her rally no more. You broke the momentum. I don't even know what she's talking about at this point. Is she in middle class family or is it the burdened by what has been part of the speech? You never know. So hey, look, I don't keep up. Just turn the channel again at that point. Um, yeah, but it's coming down to the wire. We don't have another show before the election happens. Um, Knowing what you know now about everything, who you think coming out on top next Tuesday?
From what I'm seeing, I feel it's gonna be Kamala.
It's gonna be Kamala.
It's gonna be Kamala.
Mm, hey, uh, I'm leaning towards another the 2016 type of night
Oh
when I'm
wow.
sitting there telling my cousin, man, ain't no way Donald Trump finna win tonight. Nah, that's crazy. He ain't finna win. And then wait a minute, this motherfucker got 200, 3. Shit. Yeah, he's president. I'm fully
Don Quixote.
I'm fully prepared for
Don Quixote.
Why the fuck that shit just popped in my head?
because we talk about something that's completely unrelated and you can't focus. That's probably why. Superpower.
See, I don't think this is gonna be like 2016 because we know it can happen now. Like 2016 was a fucking shock.
Yeah.
Now it's not. It's not like it would not be a shock. Like we know anything is possible. Kevin Garnett is in this fucking election.
Oh, he's definitely into the chat. Anything's possible. So yeah, hey, I would be prepared for a Donald Trump uh acceptance speech before I'd be prepared for a Donald Trump concession speech.
Yeah, I don't think a concession speech is gonna happen anytime
Hey,
at
look, I don't give a fuck.
all.
I don't give a fuck what the score is. I don't think he gonna say,
Right?
"Oh no, cap his papers." We fought a hard race, and sometimes things don't work out the way you want it. I don't think you gonna hear that. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. I don't give a fuck what the result. He is not gonna make that one. But in the twist, I do have a prediction that he's gonna win, and she's gonna challenge the legitimacy of the vote.
Ooh. Ooh.
I
A
got that
heel
on my
turn.
bingo card. I got that on my bingo card, fam. I watched
Ooh.
too much WWF. Fam, I know how this shit works. I know how this shit
Ooh.
works. So yeah, she's gonna challenge the legitimacy of the election. She's gonna bring lawsuits, a
Hey,
lot of
hey,
lawsuits.
she
I
should
think.
challenge the legitimacy of his birth certificate. It's
Mm.
two things that will make my life complete. If P. Diddy go as R. Kelly for this Halloween,
He got the clothes.
fam,
Hey,
Wardrobe already.
fam, he
if,
could go get a hat from that nigga and everything. Go 2 doors down, get a hat from that nigga and everything. I mean,
I
this will be the illest. I think he could become a billionaire 2 times over if he did that. If he just said fuck the court systems and showed up as R. Kelly to his next hearing, like nigga, it ain't shit but his county oranges. That's it. But he would have to physically tell motherfuckers he's R. Kelly.
No, he just got to get the R. Kelly braids and then put the R. Kelly mask on.
Now we always gonna think he tweaking until he
Look,
say, "Hey, this is my." Remember last year I was Joker. This year I'm going as R. Kelly.
hey fam, if he put on the orange jumpsuit with the R. Kelly mask and he has the R. Kelly braids straight to the back, he can get some straight backs. I mean, he probably got enough new growth. Somebody in there.
That will require people to know Boondocks, though.
Hey, you think motherfuckers don't know Boondocks?
I know people don't know Boondocks.
Hey, look, I think enough people will get it to where the people who don't get it will get it later.
Each week you discredit yourself and your vast knowledge base.
Hey
You
fam, what you
think
mean to tell you?
shit you know be common knowledge. No, fam. Crackers did not watch Boondocks. Niggas didn't watch Boondocks.
You only placating to them, and hey, look,
I'm placating to the
the
majority.
Lord Boondocks, the enduring popularity that Aaron McGruger has experienced over the years, leads me to believe that motherfuckers will get the Boondocks references. Number one, number two, it's also R. Kelly references. This nigga really walked around in real life wearing a mask, like he was Zorro. Like that happened, nigga. What you talking about? The shade room's gonna put the side by side picture up of that motherfucker with a mask on, talking about stepping in the name of love and shit, next to Puffy with his orange jumpsuit on. I'm trying to build on your shit. I could move the fuck on to Puffy's kids pressing Ray J in random parking lots in Hollywood.
Oh shit!
Hey, they clearly didn't hear that Booty Warrior phone call. You see Fabulous back down very quick. They say Fabulous.
No more nothing to say. Hey, look, when you talk about motherfucker, you gonna send a team of grown ass man with broomstick. Nah, hold on, fam. Nah,
Nigga, when you call a Breakfast Club and say, I have my friends fuck you.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
not talking to you no more, fam. How
You win, my nigga.
How get there?
Right.
Nah,
over, my guy.
but
Burning house? I was
but,
just talking about going there and kicking some fucking ass. What you talking about burning a house?
so apparently, Ray J been talking about Puffy being a booty bandit or something. I don't know what he said, but apparently he said something derogatory or comical in reference to Puff and Puff's children and I'll be sure kid.
Took offense.
Hey, look, let's keep it a bean.
He had to get off on his own.
Williams.
Hey, look, let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean. Right now.
Hey, no, that's funny.
Right now, it's looking a little bit, it's a little bit more luster to being I'll be sure's kid than Puffy's kid right now. That might get you into a little bit few.
I thought that was Christopher Williams' child.
Wait. Say what?
I thought that was Christopher Williams' child. I know them two niggas is interchangeable, but I thought that was Christopher Williams' child.
No, that's I'll be sure. I'm almost sure. But
I know them two niggas are interchangeable in looks, career, and everything else, but I thought that I thought that was Christopher Williams' child.
No, I think it's I'll be sure.
Hey, look, I don't know them uptown motherfuckers individually. Whoever was in New Jack City, the other one is the baby daddy.
Christopher Williams was in New Jack City.
Then the baby daddy's the other one.
Yeah. All right. So Quincy Brown is the son of Al B. Sure and model Kim Porter.
There you go.
Was adopted by Diddy.
There you go. Whoever it was in the movies. Hey, look, not one of them got all the things you think. So whatever you thinking, the other one probably did it, and then they just trade off. It's a 50% chance.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know Puffy's sons' names individually. It's Quincy.
King Justin Quincy. I should know that.
Yeah.
Hey,
look. It's not a good look, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, look. Learn something new about you every week, man.
Nigga, you wrap them motherfuckers off quick than a motherfucker.
Quick. They ain't even in no verses, G. Oh shit! But anyway, yeah. So they apparently they ran up on Ray J at a valet. Apparently he was with his friend Amber Rose, and they was like, "Hey, nigga. First of all, she had a MAGA hat on. I ain't like that shit. Second of all, what's that shit you talking about my pops? Like,
hold on. The MAGA hat was first.
I don't know how it went. I could just imagine them maybe like beating around the bush a little bit before they get right to it. Listen, I have a number of grievances with you. I'll start here.
Mr. J.
Yeah.
But Ray J and Amber Rose getting ran up on by Puff Daddy's sons at a valet definitely sounds like a sentence.
Hey,
sounds like a sentence that I can believe every word of.
Hey, look, I believe every word of it. Number one. Number two, why the fuck is Puffy? Who the fuck is pressable by Christian, Justin, and King Combs?
Hey,
who is pressable by these motherfuckers? I mean, hey, look, if you gonna press a motherfucker, I would probably try Ray J first.
Right. If anybody was pressable, Brandy's brother.
Definitely pressable.
But so y'all saying the nigga was a test run?
Hey, look, but y'all can't press Brandy, brother, fam. Nobody's believing that. Hey. Like, what do you do with your leather bad boy jacket in this man's? He got the good curly hair because his daddy Al be sure.
Rise it up.
What are you gonna do over here right now to me at the valet in Hollywood, fam? And then, hey, look, it bore out to be the pressing of all non-pressings. Nobody got hit. They went chest to chest, fam. It was reported chest bumping. They report this shit was so non-climaxical.
Hey, what was
They reported chest bumping.
What was the more least effective press? The Justin Combs, Ray J press, or the Migos Joe Budden press?
Ooh. Hey, look, because Joe Budden was definitely unimpressed with they pressing. First of all, fam, you got a blouse on. You can't tuck your blouse.
And then second of all, these motherfuckers stood up and got shorter because the chair they were sitting in was real high.
When I found out you was in a booster seat,
See, nigga, you didn't even step up. You jumped down. Nah, fam.
You jumped down, my nigga. Come on, fam.
Hey, but none of this shit will be Can I Get a Drop? That will live on infamy.
Hey, nah, they hit that motherfucker with the Can I Get a Drop, didn't they?
That's what I just said. None of it will beat that pressing.
Yeah,
Can I Get a Drop?
That
was a very ill-effective pressing too, but it was Charlamagne and he ran.
No, that was a good pressing. Hey, look,
no, that
all the
Can I Get a Drop is a horrible press because if somebody just turn around and punch you right there, and there, like they looked like they was pressing the nigga, but they were uncomfortable. So can I get a drop and then punch?
But didn't he run off in the video?
Fam, he was about to hug them. They asked for a
right. Hey, look, it was a surprise pressing.
It was a sucker punch.
It was a sucker punch.
But he knew at a point he knew he was being pressed, and he didn't
Once
say
he got punched.
But at that point, he ran. So yeah. I'm gonna. Hey, look, it's not worth when they try when the ego try to buck up and they just laughed at him. It's not impressive when I imagine just walking up on Ray J and me thinking nothing is gonna happen because the keys ain't even getting knocked over. Like,
how did you make that FC? How did you stand on that FC analogy so hard, but now don't understand that they're shitty pressing just because it happened? Don't make it a good press. It was a horrible press, and they pressed a goofy, so he took off and ran. But that doesn't make them Jordans. That just make them
Jordans. I ain't saying they Jordans. It's just a good press.
Nah, they
wasn't, nigga. Sucker. It said, "Can I get a drop?" and then sucker punch Charlamagne.
They sucker punch a sucker.
You talk about Lil Kim after that.
You say he fought Lil Kim after that.
Did he talk about Lil Kim after that? Because that's what he was getting pressed about. That's what it was about.
No, hold on. See, hold on. All right, now, did he find out about that after he ran out?
Hey, look.
Did they only acknowledge that shit by bragging about it? Like, yeah, we made Charlamagne run, and then that nigga felt like, oh, so that's who that was.
Hey, yeah, because if you look at the video, he almost stood his ground. He was finna turn back around. Yeah, look at the video. He was finna. He didn't know if he wanted to run.
I'm going by strict memory. I thought that motherfucker did his fight or flight kicked in a little late, and then he flew, and he went in the building. He went in the building. Like he went to work.
That lateness is what I'm speaking to, because that's not how fight or flight works. That lateness is what I'm speaking to. He in that moment, he tried to decide. See, fight or flight isn't a decision. You understand that, right?
It's a reflex.
It's a reflex.
You can have a delayed reflex also. You could be paralyzed. Yeah. What the fuck, man? I'm not finna argue in the minutia of this shit.
Because you about to say some dumb shit, nigga. That's cartoons where you fucking get hit in the knee and then you reflex 5 minutes later. You can't. The definition of reflex. You can't have a delayed reflex, fam. Stop trying to argue with me every week about dumb shit.
Cool. You can't have a delayed reaction. The delayed reflex.
You have a delayed reaction, yes.
Cool. Or delayed reflex.
And no, you can't have a delayed reflex. No.
Fight or flight is a what? Fight or flight is a what?
A reflex.
A reflex, not a reaction. Okay, cool. Y'all wanted to change that on purpose, but that's so cool. And y'all did it in unison too. That was amazing.
You wanted to change what?
It's a fight or flight is a reaction, fam.
It's a reflex.
Okay.
It's not a reaction. It's a reflex. Some niggas is bitch ass niggas. Some niggas is killers. And they don't never know until the situation presents itself. It's a reflex. That's what it's about. Fight or flight. Will your reflex make you run or stand your ground? You know, it's so many terms that I'd be surprised that motherfuckers don't grasp. Like bubble guts. But I'm not gonna bring it up. But yeah.
Always associated with taking a shit.
Fam, bubble guts in itself means no shitting. Your guts are bubbling. That's what it is. Bubbly guts. This nigga said it was bubbly guts and it ain't shitting. And then when I said it's glorified poops, that nigga was about to start arguing.
Hey, real quick, 'cause I'm the Googler in chief. The fight or flight response is a physiological reaction that prepares the body to either fight or flee a perceived threat. Hey, look, I just wanted to give you all the definition as is written. It's a reaction. But hey, look, y'all go with what y'all go with. It's cool. It can be delayed. It can happen, and it doesn't have to be instantaneous. You don't have
Fam,
to.
do you know what
It's cool. It's cool. There can never be a thought process behind it. It's straight.
It can't.
All I know is Charlemagne the God said nothing about Little Kim after that. It was all next question, please, because it was effective. Now, Joe Budden continued to talk shit about the Migos after that. I'm gonna assume Ray J is gonna still talk his shit about Puffy and or now Puffy's kids. In light of this, although he did tell Whack 100 not to release this. He called Whack right after it happened and said, "Whack, these niggas tried to get me, these motherfuckers." But don't put this out there though. And Whack said, "Nigga, it's out." He said, "Nah, I'm serious. This out." Whack said, "Hey, nigga, it's out.
Nigga, it's out. It's out.
Nigga, it's out."
They know. Don't tell nobody. Oh, yeah, it ain't me.
My phone number is a 1-800 number, fam. Everybody, it's there. Everybody got this shit.
All right, so, how old are Puffy's sons? Because Ray J like 45, right? And I'm just sitting here trying to imagine these 18, 19-year-old niggas running up on his 45-year-old ass nigga.
19, you just think they 18, 19 because you knew them when they was young. Them motherfuckers is damn near 30.
Oh.
Hey,
we old.
I don't know why the fuck we gotta do this every week. I just asked Google. It's very simple. It's fight or flight, a fucking reflex. And you know what it said? The fight or flight response is reflexive. And it allows us to act before thinking.
Okay.
That's literally what it is. And I think you know that. Why are you arguing that against that? Is the question. That's literally what it speaks to, not thinking. It speaks to your evolutionary response. It literally speaks to that. It's a reaction. Yes. Colloquially speaking, everything is a reaction if there's stimuli. But definitively, what we're talking about is reflexive. It cannot be delayed.
Okay.
And Ray J is very pressable by King Combs. But they forgot the Booty Warriors. That's the thing. Would you want to press somebody that has access to Booty Warriors?
Hey, look, fam, if you are a booty warrior yourself, then he just you embrace the dog. I was born in it, my nigga. Like
my father is a chronic masturbator, nigga. Ain't no booty warrior. He literally don't get involved in the shit. That's his whole. We are fucking finna lock this nigga up for being a chronic masturbator.
Hey, maybe that nigga is the AWACS of Booty Warriors.
Hey, look, but the issue was that Ray J was saying that he was taking niggas' booties.
Oh shit. Kanye West. Did y'all hear about Kanye and how his girl says he got a lot of Diddy in him? His wife, his new wife, but she's with the shits. She say Kanye pays for fucking sex workers to pop her. In so many words.
I didn't hear that one. That's some new
Yeah.
shit, but I don't put shit past none of these motherfuckers. Hey, look, any nigga that got his wife out here naked in front of everybody to come see, like, hey, look, y'all some weirdos.
Ed Gein. Ed Gein weird. Speaking of Ed Gein, Netflix is finna come out with Ed Gein.
I don't know who that is.
Buffalo Bill. The real Buffalo Bill.
Oh shit. Nah, keep that. It's some motherfuckers who are in lore enough to where they should never come out. Like, nah.
Never, right? It's something about making it's the idealization of these fucking people that makes it off-putting. Like the Menendez brothers is getting out. Like
They trying, like they should stay where they at. They all right now. Keep it
all right, their father used to fuck them, but their mama didn't do shit, and they blew that bitch. They shot her more than they shot him.
They just did.
Look,
She was the N one.
Well, either way,
she was the N one.
She was the N one.
Man, you don't get no N1.
Get a +1 to the party.
No, you get an N. See, all right, now you're about to make me dissect that analogy far too. You had the thumb in your ass. She's an N1, but 20 years later, you do not get a continuation, nigga. That foul was before the shot. You know continuation after 20 years, nigga. If fuck he got a thumb in your ass when you shoot her, yeah, you get the N1. Because why ain't you stopping him? But 20 years later, when you think about it, and the nigga you shoot this bitch with also fucked you.
Mm-hmm.
They never addressed that. Because after the father started fucking both of them, the older brother started fucking the younger brother. The nigga said, I wouldn't be gay right now if my brother wasn't taking my tushy.
Hurt people. Hurt people. Hey, look, that's fucked up. I got no more serial killer talk or non-serial killer, but killer talk. I don't know. What else we almost talking about? Because it's 1 o'clock.
I don't know. Ray J and the Booty Warriors was pretty much it.
All right. Well, more than likely we'll talk about it when we talk about the things that we almost talked about. So, hey, what did we almost talk about this week?
I feel like we're rushing this exit here.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning. Where you going to be?
Outside on the corner.
Shit. No, just pearly things. Yeah, Did y'all know just pearly things got owned by fucking Angry Reactions?
I knew she was fucking with that dude. Yeah.
You knew that?
What these things are.
Yeah, they took him in and shit like that. Yeah.
They took him in?
Yeah.
I didn't know none of this story. I didn't know just pearly things. And I'm appalled at the heights white people can rise. Like Angry Reactions, he might not do much, but he has been doing that little niche thing for years. Just Pearly thing gets on his fan wave, and now she's one of the biggest podcasters. Well, she's canceled now, but she, in a short period of time, rose to heights just by walking in his live one day. That's mind-boggling to me. This Haktua girl, she's made $5 million since that interview. That is mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling how the others can monetize. I mean, just a whiff of attention. They can monetize a whiff of attention. Like they are so supportive of one another and so laissez-faire when it comes to idle time. Like niggas read your page every day. trying not to share your shit, looking at your shit, letting it go past, laughing their ass off, and hating that they find it funny.
Man, if you could tell me why the fuck a Drewski or what's old boy on Joe Budden podcast, Queens Flip, if Kai Cenat, if you could tell me why any of these motherfuckers, why I know the names of any of these motherfuckers.
The stock market. That's why you know them niggas. They did a thing for years.
That's why I know them.
That's why you know them. They did a thing for 10 years. All of them. Kai Cenat, Drewski, everyone you just named, they did a thing for years. Just pearly things? No. Hot to a girl? No. Those people you named did a thing for years. Queen's Flip was smacking the shit out of it. We watched Queen's Flip's son grow up. You just don't know that was Queen's Flip.
I don't know none of these motherfuckers. They just seem like they just do wild shit on the internet.
We used to share that shit all the time. When he was riding in the car with his son, listening to music, getting amped up, and smacking the cereal out of his son, that was Queen's Flip.
I thought that was just random motherfuckers on the internet doing this shit.
Queen's Flip.
Oh,
he would be in the car with the dash cam, and the song would come on, and he would slowly amp himself up, and then smack the shit out of his son, and rip his shirt, rip his wife's shirt. That was Queen's Flip. Queen's Flip did a thing for years before you realize. So just pearly things didn't. Hot to a girl, she didn't for sure.
Hey, look.
Yeah, they had to find her to give her money.
Shit happens. I don't know.
It's not shit happening though. That's what I'm saying. I think it's pointed to something.
I got no ideas. What do you got? What are you thinking?
Oh shit, a man much smarter than me will have to figure it out.
Oh.
But yeah, I didn't know that bitch was I didn't know she was an offshoot of Angry Reactions. All right. So what did we miss? What? Oh, I don't know why I put this picture of Anna Nicole Smith in there, but Anna Nicole Smith.
Anna and the old white man.
Yeah, that's how she started getting rich.
Oh, did y'all watch this shit? Hypocrisy at its finest. So apparently there's right now a domestic violence trend going on around the internet.
Don't make me talk. Yeah, I see that.
Don't make me beat my husband ass type shit. But if husbands was to do it about wives, then it wouldn't be so funny.
Don't make me beat my husband's ass.
Yeah, it's a bunch of clips of females snapping on their nigga.
Oh, okay.
And wilding out on niggas.
All right, yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, try that shit you want to.
Sanders has led Colorado to bowl eligibility. Here's why. Just pearly things we just talked about. Oh shit! Damn, I wish I'd read this earlier because I don't want to talk about it now, but next week maybe. Are pajama parties the only place both men and women are on equal social footing? That would have been a hell of a conversation.
Equal? Hell no.
Every way to win, that's the only place I can think of that every way a woman can lose, a man can lose.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't want to talk about the specifics, but every way, social equity, looks, everything, smells. That's the only place where a man can't smell like a man. And a man is subject to the other men in the room and not his prowess. Physicality wise.
I'm confused.
Men aren't necessarily beholden to our physiques in the realm of attraction. Dad bods, quote unquote dad bods. Like there's no quote unquote mom bods for men.
So how are we on equal footing? I don't.
Pajama parties is the only place where the sexy nigga is the point of contention. There's no dad bods pajama party. Like the nigga who maintains himself just like a woman. He's measured in that sphere just like a woman.
Hey, look, fam. Even the fit nigga got to pay the cover. The chick come in, she ain't paying the cover because she got on a bra and some stilettos and the
I'm
little
talking
strappy
social
thing.
equity. I'm talking about a
You
pretty
said
boy.
equal footing. Like I don't.
Yes, in social equity. Like I'm saying,
They're not equal though. The
I
woman's
mean,
gonna
that's the conversation we're
the
having.
woman's gonna get she gonna get a bunch of shit. The man's gonna get nothing for being in pajamas. I don't care if he physically fit or not.
A physically fit man, I think, do get. I guess because I've been to a lot of swinger parties, I've seen it. I've seen physically fit men.
That's different. You said a pajama party, my nigga. You
Talking
talking
about a pajama party. I'm talking about a pajama party. I'm talking about pajama parties. They happen often in swingers groups.
I'm just talking about it. I've been to pajama parties where there was no fucking going on. They had them at the rec center at Northern. Um, that's what
Right.
I'm
And
saying.
dad bods don't get the same love at a pajama party that he would at any other party.
I think
He gets love at the beach. Dad bods get love at the beach. They don't get love at pajama parties. Yes. It's strange. Yes, it's very strange. Hence the point of having the conversation. It is a very strange phenomenon. Yes. Hence the point of having the conversation. It is a very, very strange phenomenon. Yes.
I've not noticed any difference of. I don't know. I've just not noticed any difference.
Okay, just think about it. Have you seen people applaud dad bods at the beach?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay. Conversation over, goddamn it. I have. I've seen. That's where I thought the term came from. Dad bods, motherfucker, with their shirt off at the beach. Dad bods.
Hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't.
That's the time
really
I've seen it the
pay
most.
attention to it.
It's men at the beach.
I don't pay attention to how women react to other men for the most part, but I can't say that I've noticed any outlier level attention that a motherfucker that got a pot belly gets as opposed to a motherfucker with a six pack get.
I definitely look at the currency. I definitely would like to know the currency of my customers. I'm not saying you examine the body, but you have to know what women prefer, at least. I would think.
Hey, look, fam, I work out. I think I'm what women prefer. I don't know what to tell you. I would. That's why I look the way I look. Kind of that, and also I like my abs. I got punched in the stomach once. I ain't like that shit. So
Nigga,
yeah, motherfucker punched me in my stomach.
you
That
know
shit
there
hurt.
are people that will choose a fat nigga over you, right?
Yeah, but I don't care.
Right.
Some people, there, motherfuckers got fetishes. G. Some people like.
All I'm saying is there's no point where a person is choosing a fat nigga at a pajama party over a fit nigga, is what I'm saying. Even that bitch that would choose a fat nigga in street clothes, even that nigga would choose a fat nigga if they were naked. It's something about the atmosphere of a pajama party that make men into women to the opposite sex. It makes them ogle worthy. It makes them anything that you could do to a woman, women do to men in that setting. It's a very odd phenomenon. Very, very odd. Hence the point of talking about it.
I don't know. I don't know. And I'm a shirt off at the beach individual, shirt off at the pool individual. I've been on stage with my shirt off a number of times. I've been to pajama parties. I'm on several camcorder tapes,
Nigga.
shirt off type shit.
Hey, shirt off.
Yeah. Look, I ain't do all these crunches and sit-ups for nothing, my nigga. They gonna catch it. They gonna see these abs. What's going on?
Hey, if you're not committing adultery, technically you did.
Huh?
I said if you're not committing adultery, technically you did.
Technically, I did what?
You did it for nothing.
The conversation you fucking having. You said something. I responded to what you said.
I said they're gonna see these abs.
No, you said you didn't do all these crunches for nothing. I said technically you did. If you're not cheating on your wife,
that's what you meant.
Intrinsically, you did them for nothing.
Hey,
if your rationale was to attract the opposite sex, but not do the thing of the rationale for humans attracting the opposite sex. I shouldn't have to fucking break down everything I say like this.
Look, I be thrown by some of the shit you say because it just don't click for me the way it clicked for you. But I had abs well before I had my wife, well before I met her. I had abs for a very long time. I took advantage of I took advantage of all the things that came with having abdominal muscles.
I know you, right? You know I've been knowing you since 7th grade, right?
Okay.
So the abs that you had at that point and the abs that you have now are two totally different abs. Would you not agree?
7th grade abs, not so much. Junior
Fucking college abs, nigga.
junior year abs, uh, those were formidable.
Fam, your shoulders and hips was the same size until you was like 27.
Fam, I said abs, and motherfuckers used to come to me and rub my stomach all the time. I don't know what to tell you about my situations, but I took full advantage of my life. What are you talking about? I was never a big motherfucker. I ain't say I had a bunch of big muscles, nigga. I said I had abs.
But see, that implies something. Not that you was skinny as fuck and you
I
could
don't have a
see
bunch of
your
big
abs.
muscles now. I've never been a big muscular motherfucker. Never. I'm not now, nor never have I been. But in my entire life, even at 42, I still got some nice abs. It ain't like they used to be when I was 20, when I was 19, when I was 16, when I was 15. But they are still nice at this age. But I'm not implying nothing. I am saying explicitly the things that I'm saying. There's no underlying meaning. Stop trying to glean something from other than what I'm saying. I said I had abs. That didn't mean I had a bunch of motherfucking muscles or I was ever a big nigga. I'm never claiming that. I'm not big now. They can see me now. I'm the nigga that regularly talk about I don't have a 6 in my height.
You don't have.
I'm not trying to walk around and try to be something I'm not.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I didn't say anything of that nature. What I said, there's a difference. There's a difference in emaciated abs and somebody who has abs from fucking doing sit-ups. There's a difference.
Look, fam. First of all, they weren't.
That's all I said.
First of all, they weren't emaciated. They were from doing crunches and sit-ups like a
That's all I
motherfucker.
said.
And running track and wrestling. They, my body was toned. It was not emaciated. I was just
That's all
smaller.
I
I was just smaller. And hey, look, they came and rubbed on me. That's what it was. And I knew what it was. And I liked it. And they liked it.
All I said was emaciated abs and physical fitness abs are two different abs. That's all I said. That's all I said, brother. That's it.
Okay. All right, cool. And I'll let you know the difference between my abs. I was letting you know the type of abs I had.
Now, see, that's up to you.
I just let you know the type of abs I had. I didn't have emaciated abs. I had earned abs.
All I said is I saw your motherfucking ass. That's it. That's it. And emaciated motherfucking abs and fucking workout abs are two totally different abs. That's all I said.
Please tell me you weren't attracted to me in high school, and I'm gonna be comfortable with that. You didn't like my abs in high school. I'm cool with that.
That insinuates I like them now, though.
I just said then. I don't know what you like.
Why
now.
are you looking for me to like them now?
It sounds like you trying to shit on my abdominals from then, by saying shit like I knew you then, nigga. Like, nigga, my shit was the shit. I don't have to. I never thought my shit was the shit because you said so. I thought my shit was the shit because of the individuals that was to come and rub on my stomach all the fucking time. That's what gave me that inclination, not you. So for you to tell me that you didn't think that of them then,
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
What did you say?
That's not what I said. What I said was emaciated abs and physically fit abs are two totally different things. That's what I said. Okay. That's what I said.
Okay, cool.
That's it. Because we also have other friends like you in high school who couldn't gain any fucking weight, and they were abbed up too. But once a motherfucker start putting in prowess to be physically fit, that's something different. That's something to be heralded. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Squeak and Spade had abs too, because they were both emaciated. That's all I said. And they were smoking weed and fucking. So the shit you trying to
Hey,
parallel it to,
both Squeak and Spade also wrestled. Both freshmen. I think Squeak did freshman and sophomore. I
both of
think
them
Spade
niggas
just did
quit.
freshman.
Both of them niggas quit.
I,
Very
what? I
relatively.
literally just told you. I think one did freshman and sophomore, and one just did freshman.
So there was no reason for you to bring that up in
The
the
reason
crux
we
of the
bring it up is
conversation.
because even in the short time that they were there, they both came to practice on a regular basis, and that's what we got in shape. We did a lot of motherfucking work, a lot of running, a lot of motherfucking weightlifting, a lot of training. That's what you do when you wrestle. So no
Them
matter
niggas,
how big or small you were, the things that you may be attributing to their emaciation, I'm just saying some of that shit they probably work for. Now I can't attest to what their abs look like because I don't fucking remember. I just remember me. And my shit was spick it, pow. Nigga, what?
I remember me.
I don't remember nobody abs. I just know what emaciated motherfuckers look like and what physically fit motherfuckers look like. And I know what none of you motherfuckers physically fit back then. Y'all were skinny. Y'all hadn't got y'all growth spurts yet. So to bring up that shit into in relation to the conversation, that was very immaterial, is all I'm saying. Immaterial. We were talking about your abs being ab worthy as opposed as relation to the opposite sex.
Mm-hmm.
You've been with your wife since before you started developing into your man self.
That's your opinion. I think my abs were noteworthy
I
before
wasn't
my
looking at your abs. I said shoulders, nigga. And I backed that up by saying
I
all
only
emaciated
said my
people have
abs.
abs.
I only talked about my abs.
But again, listen, follow the fucking thread.
Oh yeah.
The abs that I was talking about came from the foot. So this is Christmas. Have you seen them commercials? When they don't have bloated stomachs, guess what their stomachs look like? Fucking abs. You know why? Because they don't eat. That's all I was pointing out. So for you to say that I've been getting bitches when I was a fucking African, sick African child, I'm telling you it's different than when you were a sick African child and now that you focus on your physique. Or now, not focus, because you're about to attack for focus. Now that you think about your physique in any regard, as far as physical prowess.
I focus on it. I do.
That's what I'm trying not to get attacked with my motherfucking verbiage and the crux of my goddamn sentence. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to define the difference between poor starving African you and then the man that I ran around track with and went to work out. Those are two totally different people with two totally different sets of abs. That's it. I was basically just trying to call you a cluck in high school, but you fucking took this shit far too far. Literally just trying to call you a cluck in high school. That's it. And we could have moved the fuck on. I think that was apparent too.
My bad. Okay, cool. My bad. Just saying I wasn't. The girls, they love me. Well, no way though.
What the fuck else was
that was about early things.
D-Wade roasted
Gymmer party.
by his fans.
Oh, that statue was horrible. That's horrible. That's a horrible statue.
I definitely thought Thanos won.
Bronny James expected to split time between Lakers G League team after road trip. Hey, so did we ever talk about the shit that May said to this nigga? Do y'all necessarily disagree with what the fuck he said?
You got to tell me what May said to who.
So a couple weeks back, Mace made a comment about Bronny James that people took pause with because he said, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, that Bronny needs to get a tattoo, braid his hair to the back, put a gang flag in his pocket, and embody a tough nigga. And it will translate to 6 points per game on the court. He translated it to basketball stats. And I don't necessarily disagree. Like the way you feel makes you play differently. If you feel like them niggas can't fuck with you at all, you will play like a nigga can't fuck with you. If you feel like a tough guy, a lot of people will try to embody that and push themselves to embody that. Take more charges. He was breaking it down, nigga. You're gonna take more charges. You're gonna position yourself because you're gonna try to embody a
He's talking about playing with an edge, essentially.
yes, play
Being
with
a
the
bad
edge.
guy.
Be Ja Morant. Be embody John Morant is what he's saying.
I
I don't
think.
necessarily disagree, but the world tore his ass up for that statement.
Oh, I don't disagree with that. I might say maybe say it better. That'll be the only thing. I get why people can have an issue with the way you said it. You're trying to tell this man to be a thug, and no, we're not there no more, Mace. Don't be thug, but play with an edge, play with a more attitude, more of a fierceness to your competitive spirit. Do that. Um, the thing about that is though, either you is or you ain't. I don't know if you could necessarily learn it or pick it up. If he does not have that, ain't no pretending he can do to get that.
Hey, why the fuck didn't we talk about this, or did I walk away? Kamala Harris talks Trump's anti-trans ass. That can't be your very next point. After you spent that whole time saying you don't back trans or dancing around trans, saying that you back transes in jail, and then your very next thought is to back transes. Like, bitch, well, why didn't you answer the trans question I was asking you last week then, bitch? Since you are so pro-trans. That's what makes these people stupid. Like, you spent that whole interview dancing around a trans question. And then the very next week, Trump don't like transes. Why, bitch, why do you care? You wouldn't answer the question last week about transes.
Well, her answers to the question, that trans question, in that phone interview that they did with her, they asked her about it, and she went on to say, "Well, I mean, he had the same policy in effect in his cabinet during his administration when he was president, but the question was, you support it, you argue for it. We've never heard him argue for it. Just because it's a thing that you could do while he was president, and he didn't agree with it necessarily, and he didn't outlaw it. It actually just speaks to the counterpoint that he is in fact a dictator or will be a dictator because he let shit that he didn't even like slide because it was the law. But you, on the other hand, are on record fighting for this. And that's what the question is. Why do you support it? Not he also allowed it. Like, no, but you fought for it. That's the question. She didn't do a good job of answering that. And
All
she
right,
never.
so what if she would have just said, because it's the law and my job is to defend the law?
Yeah, but
Would that have
no.
been suffice?
Uh
No, because that's
no,
not the
because
truth.
you're on record fighting
It's
for it.
changing laws.
You on record saying it should happen, not that this is my job and this is what it is, the law of the land. You're saying that it should happen because it's a matter of morality for you. It's a
I
matter
do
of
you one even better. That's a fucking deflection because your job is to curtail laws and mold them to be better. That's literally what you do as a title.
I think she's talking about when she was like a attorney general.
No, I think he just said something about any upcoming law that she doesn't agree with.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a general. I understand that that's not the question that they asked her at that time, but what he said was, "You wanted the bitch to say I just follow the laws." No, because that's not what you do, bitch. You make some of these laws. True, they don't go through because of how the checks and balances is in place. But
Right.
you saying that you're trying to mitigate your involvement in the law would have been the exact wrong thing to do. Because eighth grade fucking history. Like, she might get vetoed, but her job is to actually curtail bad laws, put good laws in place. So no, she's not. Her job ain't to just follow the law. She's the motherfucker we hired to make these motherfucker laws.
Hold on. At what position?
Well, she's had several
President.
positions,
She's
but and when she
As
was
president,
when she
yes.
was in the legislative branch, she was in charge of creating the laws or making the laws. That's what they do, right? The executive branch enforces the laws, and the judicial branch interprets. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
It's close. It's close enough.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. All right. How long was Kamala senator?
I think shit, 4 years,
Hmm.
4 years, 3 years, something like that. She might not have completed her last term or her
All
only
right.
term. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but
All right. So
she was AG before that, and that was enforcing the laws.
yeah, enforcing and defending laws.
You don't have to defend the laws to enforce
Yeah.
it. You just got to enforce it. But again, like the point is that she argued for it, and you didn't have to argue for it. You act like you agreed with it. You didn't enforce it in opposition to it. Because I'm sure there's things that you had to do as Attorney General that you may not have agreed with that you enforced, but you never fought for. You never gotten out and touted the merits of. I'm sure there's things you disagree with, but you had to, as a function of your job, just had to go do.
Mm-hmm.
But with this particular one, you went out there and you were stomping for it. And then when it's mentioned and brought up to you, you act like a person is crazy for saying this is what just what you want. And then when it's brought to you again, and you had a chance to prepare for it, in your preparation, you just say, "Well, he did it too." Like, nah, that don't
Shit, we
work.
never should have talked about this one.
Uh,
Lisa
all right.
Reyes, as a black woman, couldn't prosper getting ran through like Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian.
Ooh, facts.
Not
Facts.
facts,
She turned
nigga.
into Lori Harvey real quick.
True.
Lori Harvey is prospering. That's the one. Lori
I
Harvey
mean,
is prospering. Fam,
no. Hold on. When I say she'll turn into Lori Harvey, I'm saying like Lori Harvey does not have the reputation that like fucking Taylor Swift is still looked at as a fucking sweetheart.
man, she said Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is
All right,
looked
Kim
at as the
Kardashian is
whole of
definitely looked
all
at as a
hoes.
hoe.
I wouldn't put Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian into the same bucket.
But she did. And that's what
Yeah,
we're addressing.
yeah. Well, I think she's.
So that
I think
no,
she's wrong for putting them in the same bucket. I don't think they're the
or
same
you could
level
you could
of
or you
ran
could
through.
dig or you could
I,
dig through what she said and find out what she was talking about.
all right, well, dig then, man. What you want me to tell you? I don't know Taylor Swift to be ran through. I would give you Kim
What?
Kardashian. I don't know Taylor Swift to be ran through. I
Yes,
don't
Taylor
know much
Swift.
about her. You tell me, motherfucker. I know
What
Kim
Taylor Swift
Kardashian ran through. I'm with you on that one all day. All right, cool.
what
Miles,
Taylor Swift is ran
Miles
through.
Austin, Reggie Bush, Chris Humphries, Kanye, Drake, Odell Beckham. It's a bunch of other motherfuckers in there that I'm definitely missing. I forgot about Ray J. Like
I, I,
the
I
numbers add up. But Taylor
Okay.
Swift, I don't know. Travis
You
Kelsey,
forgot about that nigga,
the
the
motherfucker from
basketball nigga today with Chris
Bible.
Humphries.
I
yeah, Chris
seen him though.
Humphries. That's what started this shit. But all right. So Taylor Swift, for a long time has had a reputation of
Being a hoe.
it,
What's the
every
nigga?
every time she leaves a relationship, she drops an album full of sad ass songs, and she's been extremely popular for a long time. Therefore, a lot of relationships. She's been around.
I don't know the relationships. I know she was with the dude from
All
the
right.
Vampire Twilight. She was with the dude from Twilight, the motherfucker that was a
She
wolf.
was the dude from Twilight. She was with the guitar nigga that everybody loves.
Josh Mayer, right?
Huh?
Josh
Who?
Mayer.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
nigga,
Guitar
John
nigga
Mayer.
that everybody love.
John Mayer.
Well, I got the name. With
Yeah.
Taylor Lautner, Josh Mayer, and
John
Travis
Mayer.
Kelce. Well, whatever. Hey, look, I was good in the ballpark is good enough for me. I don't give a fuck. And
I
Travis
couldn't
Kelce.
figure it out, nigga.
Oh, you joking? Hey, I thought she was trying to be a stickler. Like,
I'm being a stickler because you thought of it, so I might as well correct you. I couldn't think of it, nigga. You thought of it.
oh, okay, well, cool. Hey, fuck it.
Teamwork make the
I
dream
just
work,
got
nigga.
those
Stop
three. I don't
fighting each
have
other.
anybody else. I don't have nobody else like that. And I didn't see her out here like getting slutted by these motherfuckers. It looked like regular
She just
relationship.
has a very wide dating history, just like Lori Harvey. And Lori
Hey,
Harvey,
shit. I don't even think Lori Harvey's like on that slut level at this point. She just
Hold on, hold
dates
on, hold on, hold
really
on,
good
hold on,
girls.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. All right, this is a list. All
that's a
right,
list. John
Go.
Joe Alwyn, John
York.
Mayer, Harry Styles, Joe Jonas, Tom Hiddleston, Connor
Loki?
Kennedy.
Yeah, is Spider Man? Is that Spider Man or is
That's
that
Loki, nigga.
is Loki? Okay, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, that's Loki. All right, Harry Styles was in one of these goddamn
Boombox.
movies
He's a
too.
group. He's the
He
group.
wasn't the
With the
motherfucker. He
boy.
wore a dress on some shit. I know
Hey,
that.
and Jake Gyllenhaal. So she fucked Loki and Spider-Man.
Hey, she got a. Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal was.
Gyllenhaal wasn't Spider-Man, nigga.
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal was.
Gyllenhaal was
He was
Donnie Darko.
Mysterio, wasn't he?
Oh,
Mysterio,
Mysterio. Yeah.
Gyllenhaal
She
was
got.
Donnie
Well,
Darko.
I will say this: she fucked a wide range of age. Like
But
you
she might have
motherfuckers
been all
they
of them
don't fit
ages,
a,
though.
they don't fit a age.
She might have been all of them ages at the time.
I don't think she's ever been Jake Gyllenhaal's age or Tom Hiddleston's age. Like right now, she's not as old as he was when I first met that motherfucker, and I just met him in the first Avengers movie.
But yeah, I think Lori Harvey shoots that theory right now. I think Lori Harvey shoots that theory right now. I think the times have changed. And I don't like this phrase for obvious reasons, but sometimes it's very apt, very apropos.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think she's talking about the affinity the public has for hoes. I think she's talking about how white bitches could be hoes and still be normal people. Like Kim Kardashian is in charge of getting the Menendezes out of jail right now. Like
That
what?
is a weird combination of words.
What whore? what black bitch that society has collectively called a whore? Do we still entrust with fucking things of that nature?
Oh shit! Like
Like what motherfucker could what black girl could be a hoe and a girl next door?
Hey, look, this is gonna be fucked up, and black people might not like me after this. Was Maya Angelou a prostitute?
I mean, Malcolm X was a fucking drug dealer. We're not talking about a motherfucker that changed and then became what we know and love. We talking about a motherfucker that was knowing that's still doing that shit. And
right. My Angelo.
So we're not talking about was and not is anymore. We talking about that still is. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah,
all right. So I got to the station now. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, because Maya Angelou didn't write "Still I Rise" in the middle
pussy.
of a train.
And then hit the corner.
Right.
Hey, look.
She take a dick out of right mouth and was like, "I ain't woman, hear me roar."
How you know when she wrote that shit though? You don't know when she wrote it.
Ooh, that is a very good point.
You don't know when she wrote it. She might have shot up. She might have shot up and then said, "I am woman, see me rise."
Hey, now I know why the cage bird sing may have a whole different meaning.
That part. Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
But fuck.
I think
we are horrible black people.
But
I think the ethic of what she's saying is black hoes automatically have a glass ceiling. I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's basically what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Eartha Kitt didn't do what Marilyn Monroe did, but again, I don't know how we gonna judge that shit because Marilyn Monroe got offed and she was just known as a whore. She got higher heights than Eartha Kitt, but Eartha was still around for a very long time and respected. I don't think the same thing about Marilyn.
But I don't think a black woman could be a whore and still be considered the girl next door like Taylor Swift is.
Oh, god damn it, black people gonna hate me for this one too.
Ooh,
but
let's all get hated.
Sierra?
I don't think everybody calls Sierra a whore. Ooh. Russell Wilson's the girl next door.
Hey, look.
Oh no, because early Sierra was out there. Well, no, I guess not because it was just Bow Wow.
They don't say she's still whoring.
Hey, look,
that's
man,
previous whore.
All I know is
bitches are currently whoring.
All I know is
the girl next door.
She's true. One guy, but she's still thought about in a very, very sexual way by everybody. Still, we objectify the shit out of Sierra. So does Russell Wilson. And he welcomes the shit. That's why I think he's a cuck because she put her ass on the motherfucking internet the other day. Poked that motherfucker right out. And this nigga said, "Hey, I think we need to go ahead and work on number 5 right now. You need that motherfucking cash or some shit." Like you. I mean, it's so you supposed to like admire your wife and be like, "Man, she got a fat ass." But I don't know if you should necessarily be telling me that your wife got a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you should tell your wife, "Ooh, you got a fat ass," but you shouldn't be like, "Hey, yo, man, my wife got a fat ass, don't she?" Like, nigga, I'm gonna fuck your wife. Like, keep talking. Like, is that what you're trying to do?
I think Eve fits the bill.
Huh?
I think Eve and Trina fit the bill. Like
I give you
hoes, and we
Eve.
respect their opinions.
I give you Eve. I don't know about Trina.
Yeah, I think Trina is. I love the movie Baps because that's representative of a group of people that exist that people fucking like wouldn't know existed until the movie was there, and then they would go, "Oh, I know a bitch just like that who ghetto as fuck, but we all love her for real because she's really a sweetheart."
Mm-hmm.
Like her heart doesn't resonate like her language. You would think she's speaking Russian, but she's really a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I think Baps, I think Eve and Trina fit under that.
Hey, some of the greatest motherfuckers in the world.
There's a lot of crazy motherfuckers in the
I
world.
said some of the greatest motherfuckers in the world. Just ghetto as fuck.
Yeah, for Countess Vaughn. Like I think
Get
that's
count.
her whole thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what Monique was at a point. I think Big Shirley from What's Happening. See what I think the caveat that Lisa Ray is talking about is pretty too. But no, we got a bunch of brass motherfuckers and hoey motherfuckers that we still herald. It's just they won't read. They got automatic glass ceiling. So I agree that, but that's a black thing. I don't think that's a black woman thing. See,
I mean, do any of them try to make a pivot though? Do any of them do any like Lil Kim? If she wanted to
probably.
do some other things, could she have back in the day when she
I
had them?
think I think many of them have tried and couldn't, and we just see them as not attempting because it never came to fruition. We don't see the cog turning. All we see is the end results.
Yeah.
I can't see a motherfucker putting out 3 flop songs and not trying to pivot. So just because we don't see the fruit of that pivot, don't mean they didn't attempt it. But yeah, shit. Now that you brought it up, Lil Kim. Lil Kim is a whore sweetheart.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I get you that one.
I'm sticking with Trina though.
Hell, hey, look, she said that shit like Meg Thee Stallion out here getting put on fucking Democratic presidential nominee stages and shaking her ass next to a fucking presidential candidate.
Right, but I don't think anybody would listen to Meg Thee Stallion about freeing convicts.
I mean, has she said anything about freeing them? They might listen if we putting her on the stage to do this shit. Like,
but we're asking your oppression, nigga. They put Al Jolson on stage, nigga. That don't mean he's gonna be representative.
What I'm saying is, who knows? I don't fucking know. Shit, maybe.
I'm asking your impression. Do you think they will give her the same?
Yes, I think she would get every bit of consideration that a Kim Kardashian gets.
I don't think nobody is listening to Meg Thee Stallion about freeing no goddamn convicts. I don't think anybody should be listening to Kim Kardashian about freeing convicts, but it's happening.
Hey, look, I ain't say they should either. But I'm just saying, I think if she were to do it, if she were to say it, they listen. I think so.
I think Joan Rivers could run for president far before what was that black bitch that was up under Donald Trump on the office?
Omarosa.
Omarosa. I think Joan Rivers could run for president of the U.S. far before Omarosa. I think Kim Kardashian is getting carte blanche because she's a European white. I don't think she's looked at in the same vein as a Meg Thee Stallion, even though they both may be at a Democratic National Convention. I think one of them is the court jester, and one of them is a trusted confidant who sucks dick.
So one talks about it, one bees about it.
No, they both bees about it, but one of them is admonished for it, and one of them is overlooked. I think one of them better stay in her place because of it. One of them can rise to her dream of heights.
I think they both there for the same reason, and one says, "Hey, by the way," and the other one doesn't. If you want to get hey, by the way, I think she can get it.
I think the NAACP put Rosa Parks on that bus for a reason, and not the actual girl who the shit happened to. I
Claudia or
think they,
something.
I think they orchestrated or wrote Rosa Parks to be the figurehead of that movement for a reason, because
Yeah,
black women are held to a different standard.
she wasn't a pregnant girl.
She wasn't representative of somebody who was deemed worth defending. A pregnant white woman would have been spades double as a figurehead for a movement. A
And
pregnant black
look,
girl is seen
I
as
don't
derelicted.
I don't know at that time you could have got off a teenage, unwed, pregnant white girl
Do
in the
you
public
understand why
Yeah, I
abortions?
think so.
Do you understand why abortion clinics exist?
because you couldn't get off a pregnant, unwed, teenage white girl.
No, you could, nigga. That's what happened. And
What
so
happened?
the motherfucker, she did it so many times that they had to make laws behind the shit. The bitch was just going up Florida getting abortions, nigga. She was just going all up and down Florida. The motherfucker's like, hey, 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 hey,
So why are you saying why do you think she was getting the abortions?
huh? Because she didn't want to raise kids. She said why she was getting them. She didn't want fucking kids.
I don't I'm
And to the
lost.
point they banned the bitch from getting abortions.
I'm lost at this point. I'm lost at
So
this
they
point.
start
I think
banning
you
the
were
bitch from
getting the
getting
abortions
abortion.
because I thought they would be getting the abortions because they couldn't go about society and be looked upon favorably because nobody's getting off a 15-year-old pregnant girl. Everyone's
No.
gonna look at that pregnant 15-year-old and turn their nose up, white or black.
I mean, she was 19, but no, she
I
was
thought she
getting
was a lot
popped
younger
off.
than
She
that.
just
I
didn't
thought
want to
she was
raise no kids. That's it. She
You
just didn't want
talking
to raise no
about
kids. The fucking abortion bitch.
I don't
Rose,
know. I thought we was talking about the getting off the what's that?
the
Claudia.
protesting,
Yeah, yeah,
protesting
protest
behind.
Claudia, whatever. I can't remember her name right now. It's not Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges was the little girl with the school.
Rosa
Claudia,
Parks, nigga. Claudette.
Claudia, whatever her name is, versus Rosa Parks as the figurehead for the civil rights movement because Rosa Parks played. It looked more of the part, and they couldn't get off in the national sympathy of the U.S. population a pregnant teenage girl.
It's great that you're saying that like that's your thought, but that was my whole point of the statement. Kim Kardashian could, but
I
black
don't
folk
think
history.
that a white girl would have been able to get over either being pregnant at that day and age. I
And my
don't.
response to that was Roe v. Wade, nigga.
How is that even applicable to the conversation we having?
Because she was a pregnant white girl who got laws changed.
She wasn't a pregnant teenager, number one, and
19, she was.
you got it, man. You
You
got
said
it.
she wasn't a pregnant teenager. She was 19. She was.
Fine. That's what I was talking about, though. Cool.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. Lisa Ray say black women protect black women. And I don't necessarily disagree with this one. Rampage Jackson was wearing his gloves in the crowd. I don't know what the fuck Howard Stern is doing or this is about. But that is the
It
shit we
was
talk
about
about.
the hypocrisy of offense, the Howard Stern thing. On the View,
Offense or a fence?
offense, being offensive, the
Oh,
hypocrisy of offense, the hypocrisy of you being offended. All right. So on the View, they took to the jokes made at the Trump Madison Square Guard Garden rally as offensive and reprehensive and irredeemable. You can never say stuff like that about people on a stage. How dare you? It's horrible. And then cut to an interview with Howard Stern on The View. Sonny Houston, she talked to him about his use of the N word. And he said, I never use the N word, but the smoke that she had, and he was like, Whoopi, what are you talking about? I mean, Whoopi, come on, Whoopi, you vouch for me. And Whoopi laughed it off. Was like, yeah, he's cool. Sonny didn't have the same level of smoke for him that she did for the person that made jokes about Puerto Rico. He regularly said the N word. That's what Howard Stern did. He, for bit or comedic effect, whatever you want to call it, but he said it a lot. Said it so much so in one clip that he did with back in blackface with Sherman Hensley next to him because they were doing a reenactment of what Ted Danson had did during a roast of one, wait for it, Whoopi Goldberg. During said roast of Whoopi Goldberg, Ted Danson wore blackface. Ted Danson went on to reportedly tell several offensive jokes about her race and about the quality of her vagina and all kinds of other stuff about black people that would be deemed offensive and reprehensible and beyond the pale and how dare you, there's no coming back. Well, when word got out
Robin
about
always
Ted,
bothered me.
when not Robin, this is about Ted Danson and Whoopi Goldberg. When Ted Danson caught backlash for that event from just the pictures and people saying what he said, Whoopi came out and said, I feel so bad that such a great man has to go through all of this. I'm the one that wrote all those jokes for him to say. It's my fault he said those things. It's my fault that he wore the blackface. She jumped literally through her entire black woman body on that figurative grenade and let it explode to save that white man. That's what Whoopi did. Fast forward to 2024, she can't hear a motherfucker say a joke about watermelon carving without clutching her pearls. I'm so offended. And these other women are also equally offended and also sit at this desk with this woman who did that thing then. It's hypocrisy at its finest.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, he did. He did. But in the interview with View, he said that he never said the N word himself.
Yeah, and she let him off. She let him get that lie off because she knows he said it, and she knows that she can just point to the one thing in which he was satirizing Whoopi Goldberg, but she couldn't bring that up because then you would have to bring up, "Hey Whoopi, about that shit you said that Tan Danson could say and it was cool." The fuck? So to avoid all of those uncomfortable conversations, you just
Mm.
yeah, you never said it. I thought you said it, but you never said it. Okay, all right. It was just the KKK guy that was on your show that said it. Yeah, but either way, that was bad. So I guess you're not as bad as I thought you were. You're kind of actually cool that I see you now face to face, and now that they told me you're supposed to be cool because you were back in Hillary Clinton at that point in time.
So this is an old this was an old interview.
This is from 2016. I
Oh
mean, we
shit.
can go to the View and rewind it a little bit further back to like 2015, 14, somewhere around about there. Well after he had made, I think, the birthday comments, but maybe right before. But still, well after he had not rented apartments to black people, apparently, and wrote the Central Park Five letter that's so offensive to everybody. He went on that very same The View and was loved by all those women. Joy Behar gave him great big old hug. Whoopi was like, "Oh, pal, buddy of mine." The same motherfucker that y'all killed for all these offenses that he had did in the 70s and 80s and all this other shit. Horrible. They happened. And y'all hugged them and kissed them and fawned all over him. And I'm pretty sure the birthday shit was already out there at that point in time too. But hey, I love this guy. Then hypocrisy at its finest. That's all.
Mm. Sure indeed. Sure indeed.
Well, 3 hours and 33 minutes later. That was
Did
what we
y'all hear
talked
me
about.
before the motherfucking theme music came on?
Huh?
Like, we need to put a whole song. Cam need to put a whole song at the beginning of this motherfucker. when we upload it to YouTube and shit like that. We ain't got to play the whole song now or when we live, but when it's uploaded to YouTube, we need to put one of Cam's whole entire songs at the front of the upload so he can count that shit as his stream towards his overall streams, every 1 hour views. I know it ain't much, you know, but we might strike.
Hey, maybe. I don't know. Put them on there. I don't care. I ain't thought about it. I don't got no problem with it. It ain't no.
Yeah. All right, so I want to thank y'all for tuning in. We do this shit every goddamn week. The nigga that you can't see, that nigga got herbal containment units, personal protection kit, ashtrays, house modes, all that shit for the low. You don't even know though. 29.
You don't even know that.
House modes cost a lot extra because nigga could put a fucking moon in your house. Hey, Saturday.
Saturday
In the park. I think it was the 4th of July.
We got Suits and Stilettos popping
He
off.
will be in the Morgan Park.
Yep.
Bear Theater.
Yeah, they call it the Bear Theater.
Y'all make a connect.
Yeah. Yep, but we
Yeah,
up there, Suits and Stilettos, 6 o'clock Saturday.
Stilettos.
Hey, every time y'all mention that motherfucking place, I think of that very nice bitch that I brought. I brought a very nice bitch to that motherfucking thing in Morgan Park. I think about that bitch every time y'all say Susan Stiletto or y'all mention that Morgan Park facility. I'm like, damn, I brought a nice bitch. I'm gonna call that bitch next time I'm in the motherfucker.
She left the mark on you.
I'm gonna call that bitch next time I'm in the city.
Susan Stilettos this Saturday. We ready for it. If you ain't got a ticket, I don't know. I know. I think yesterday. Yeah, she said she had 30 left.
Shit.
So yeah.
Better get you one while you
can. Yep, we out there. But yeah, then the Authority coming the month after that. December 1st. I know all about that there, but that's December 1st. And then Frankie and Johnny in February. Yep. Hits keep on coming. But yeah,
nigga out there working.
But right now, we up here for Stoops and Stilettos. November 2nd. Go ahead and get that cracking.
All right. Got any hints for the people?
It's about the inner workings of people who work at a cosmetics company. If you see any of the cosmetic company shows over the last few years, you're aware that cosmetic companies are full of drama. I never knew so much shit happened in cosmetics, but it does. Nobody die in this one. No, yeah, nobody die in this one. But it's just a lot of fucking drama. And it's
a cosmetic company?
A cosmetic company.
Is that what you said, cosmetic company?
Yep.
All right. Make sure a bitch don't get tossed off the roof. Fuck around and become Catwoman.
Yeah, nobody dies though, so no Catwoman. But yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's just filled with a lot of drama, a lot of I don't know, sexy shit, I guess you want to call it. It's called. It's the name of the place is Suits and Stilettos. So I mean, they don't let you know it's gonna be kind of sexy.
Are there lots of stilettos?
Yeah. There's lots of stilettos and lots of suits.
All right. So they not lying, living out the raps.
Yeah, gotta wear stilettos. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, that could be a thing. Show up to the show in your stilettos.
Hey, look, yeah, show up in your suit, show up in your stiletto, or don't. I don't know. You ain't gonna get on stage. But hey, look, play the theme out. Go ahead and be what they call that? Sexy chic. Be sexy chic when you show up. You know, I'm a proponent of you dress how you feel, not for the occasion.
I like that. I need to start using that.
Hey, when you have house guests, do you mind them fucking in your house?
Yeah.
No, I'm all right with it.
It depends.
Fucking in my house.
It depends.
Hey, fam, don't be fucking in my house. Hey, you can't keep your dick in your pants for 3 days, my nigga. Hey,
Hey, you know
3
what?
days.
You know what? Hey, look. Don't be fucking in my. You can have sex in my house. Don't be fucking in my house.
No, I would rather you fuck in my house than have sex. You're not finna.
I don't
You're not
want
finna.
your
You're
dick
not finna
out in
rock
my
this shit
crib.
out.
I wish you had a catheter. I don't want your dick out in my crib, period. I wish you had a fucking catheter and colostomy
I
bag.
can also
Look.
understand that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I can't be that hypocrite.
I can.
Oh, I can. Oh, I definitely want
I
to fuck in
can.
other people's houses. But I don't
Definitely.
want
I
nobody
definitely
fucking in
have.
my house other than you.
Definitely have.
Yeah,
And I
nigga, you fucked in
definitely.
my house. I caught you.
Hey,
Caught
look,
you
just
coming
don't
out
be
the
loud.
goddamn
Don't
bathroom
be
with a
loud.
motherfucker.
Don't do that shit in the bathroom on the sink, nigga. Like, nah.
That's where you was
But,
fucking at during
but
the whole
if
party,
I let
nigga.
you get, if I let you get a
All right.
guest, if I let you get the guest bed, then I mean, hey, look, just don't run no red lights in my crib,
I
fam.
would much rather you fuck on my sink than on my guest bed. What is wrong with you, nigga? What? I could bleach my sink.
I don't care. I still got my toothbrush up there. And no,
I could bleach my sink. There's juices and berries in that guest bed now.
Yeah. That shit soaking the
Porcelain
mattress.
isn't that porous.
hey, look, man.
Yes,
I
porcelain
don't, I
isn't
don't,
that
I don't,
porous, bro.
I don't sleep in the guest bed, so I don't really care.
I might want to catch a nap in there one day.
Right.
Nah, I'm good.
You've never ventured off and slept in other places in the house.
Your
I have. I've never
motherfucking
slept in the
family
guest.
ain't pitched you out to the point where you slept in the guest room.
I never slept in. Oh, and now we did one time. That's when the heat went out, though.
See?
We went upstairs
Right.
and slept in the upstairs
That
because it was
motherfucker's
warmer.
been fucking on that motherfucker.
Right.
Hey, look.
Right.
Man.
You done fucked around and had a goddamn sleepover. Didn't even know it.
Hey, look. I guess I'm a little bit more progressive than you guys. Who'd have
Hell
thought?
yeah, you way more progressive than us on this one, but
Mm-hmm.
don't be
Eh,
fucking in my
hey, we know the rules.
Yeah.
It,
And definitely
it,
don't need to know.
it's almost 2 o'clock now.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can
All
fuck
right.
at my house,
You can go
but
ahead
don't
and
be
run.
fucking in my house.
Hey, look, at my house. Wait a minute. On the side of the building, in the
On the
front.
side of the building, in the driveway, in the front, in your car, just not.
If I'm in
my
my car, if I'm in my car, I'm no longer at your house.
You are at my house because I can still call the police for two motherfuckers
I'm in my
fucking
car.
at my house.
I wasn't at your crib. I was in my car. It's different.
Nah,
The
if you in the
police still gonna
driveway,
give
you
a
still at
shit.
my house.
Hey, look, sovereign nation, G. What you talking about?
Nigga, hold on. I'm gonna get even more intrinsic. Nigga, you can't pull around the corner and get some pussy. If you at my house to see me, everything within a 9-block radius is my house.
Nah. See, now you just fucking selfish. Like, now you just fucking
nigga,
selfish.
yeah. Oh, fam, don't
Like,
fuck on my block. My neighbors definitely can't see you drive from my house to what you thought was a cut at the beginning of my block. Hell no.
and see, I was with you when you said the driveway, but now nigga, you trying to exert your domain. You trying to exert your home, your
No.
castle.
Hold on. See, you see how y'all conflate? I'm okay with a motherfucker fucking at my house, just not in my house.
Oh, okay.
He can fuck in the driveway and thing, but I just further was clarifying that if I had a problem, my problem would be a 9-block radius. That's all I was. If I had a problem, everything within a 9-block radius is my house. That's all.
Okay.
Hey, look,
I only got my property.
Like you took OJ Book when he said if he would have killed that bitch. Yeah.
See, I don't mind you driving down the block and fucking. You just can't do it. Don't do this shit in my driveway, like, because I keep the porch light on until the motherfucker pull off. I don't want to keep the porch light on and just look and see your goddamn car going up and down my driveway.
That nigga say Tom Boat out here. Motel 6, we'll keep the light on.
Light on, bro.
But yeah, hey, we finna get the fuck up out of here. I'm finna go upstairs and watch this goddamn Star Trek movie. Apparently, it's the one about Captain Kirk having better hearing than everybody else because he reached the final frontier.
Wow.
Slow it down, final frontier. Hearing better than everybody else. The nigga got 3 years.
No, you're not gonna concede it. You're not gonna concede this one into making sense.
No. Hey, you know what disappointed me the other day? I fucking put I had to look at some shit for about 3 hours before I understood it. And once I understood it, this is why IQ tests don't necessarily make shit difficult. They make shit monotonous as to where you have to pay attention. So yes, it is about the minutia in your IQ, but bartender.
Oh yeah.
It took me about 3 hours for that to catch. It was just a nigga named Bart and a bartender standing there with a knife. Took me about 3 hours to catch that.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious too once I figured it out. And you know what's so crazy? Is I've been saying the rapist since
Right.
I've been saying the rapist and anal bomb covers for like 20 years. So that bartender should have popped out to me.
Yeah, you should have caught that one.
Yeah, because I've been saying anal bomb covers for 20 fucking years.
We all fuck up. We all fuck up, and nobody knows they own blind spots. It happens. But we've been here for 3 hours, 45 minutes, 20 seconds. If you liked this show, because you've been here for damn near 4 hours, like the show, comment on the show, subscribe to the channel, and share this motherfucker. We do S.O.S. Podcast, and we out. Appreciate y'all.